Oh, man, I like that song,
Isn't
Doug
that
Benson.
fun? Yeah! He's not here in person, but he's here in spirit.
Sherrod will be back tomorrow.
Yes.
That song I picked for today.
Yes, you did. You texted me that one.
My friend's movie came out today. It's called Baby Driver, directed by Edgar Wright. And that song plays in its entirety, like you just heard it,
Right.
over the opening heist scene in the movie.
Wow, really?
And it is, and every bit of action that happens in the heist is choreographed to that song.
Wow.
Because the getaway driver listens to music while he getaway drives to help him focus.
I could totally see that.
It's really neat.
I've never heard that song before. It's Bell Bottoms by John Spencer Blues Explosion, right?
Mm-hmm. And John Spencer has a brief cameo in the film as well.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to be sunglasses.
I put these on because it's headphones and the sunglasses is Baby Driver. So I was doing that for the song. I'll take them off now.
No,
I'm not going to sit here with these on all day like,
I like it.
Like a schmuck.
No,
I'm not going to sit here like some sort of schmuck from show business.
I want us all to wear sunglasses today. Right, Carl?
That's a good idea.
I think it's a great idea.
Can we just dim these a little? Can we get a little more of a mood lighting going in here?
We could get some mood lighting instead of getting a sunburn from these lights.
What do you do to the lights when Ron White comes in? You just shut them off altogether?
That's funny.
Doug Benson is back. We got Carl Ruiz, and of course, Vic Henley is also back today.
Well,
I know.
How about that's some goddamn super great inside movie knowledge from the movie
It's
King
awesome.
right there.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a better spoiler alert than the opening track is this, Over the Scene and the high. John Hamm's in it. Who else is in it, Doug?
Jamie Foxx.
Who's the kid that plays Baby?
Kevin Spacey's great in it.
Yeah,
Because
right.
you can't hire a better actor to be referring to someone as baby all the time. You know? That's right, baby. Drive the car, baby. It's so good. It's really...
is this movie going to be in a lot of theaters?
It's open wide today.
Wide today.
Today is
national.
opening day. And if you're in New York, you could see Edgar at a couple of the different screenings of it over at the AMC Empire and what's the other one? Union Square.
We should have had him in to talk about the movie a little bit.
That would be cool, but he has been running around like crazy.
Right.
You know, it opens basically in London and the States at the same time, even and Spain as well. So he's been popping around between New York, London, and Spain for the last few. And then he was out in L.A. briefly.
Right.
He's been a juggernaut. Like if you follow his social media, he's just talking about it nonstop.
It's been everywhere. I would have loved to have the shot to talk to him about it. Maybe see the film ahead of time. You know, these type of things.
That's all gone. That's all gone.
That are good for a radio show.
Is he getting any flack? Is he getting any flack because of the
Well, I won't
Gosling?
mention he did my podcast, so I won't bring that up.
that's
I don't
right.
want to rub in
Okay.
how
No.
hot the podcast world is.
Look, this place is a mess. It has nothing to do with the people in the vicinity and also in that room. But this place
They
is a
say
mess. We don't
it's-
have a booker right now, and I'm trying to figure it out.
It's
We'll
official,
figure it out.
though.
We'll figure it out.
It's official. Podcasting is now the world's revenue-wise. It's the fastest-growing industry in existence.
Ooh, good to know, Doug Benson. Good to know.
Yeah, like all of us are out there selling ads, and the ads are generally more fun and don't take as long.
Right.
When do I get to do your show again, Doug Benson?
Well, you know, I don't do it enough.
I know, I'm teasing.
You know, I got to catch you on the road somewhere.
I'll fly in
way to do it.
on my own dime.
Oh, my
I'll
goodness.
fly in.
We,
I'll get a room.
In that case, what are you doing Sunday?
Pick a city. where are you Sunday?
Kansas City,
No,
Missouri.
I'm in Cleveland.
Oh,
Can't go.
shit. That's the oldest excuse in the book.
Yeah,
I'm in Cleveland.
Speaking of the booking situation,
Yeah.
I'm making like little Instagram videos to try to get people in here. 'Cause
Yeah,
Bert
he's been
Kreischer's in
taunting
town.
Bert Kreischer with Tito's videos.
Well, I had to. If you go to my Twitter, Opie Radio, I put out a special video to Bert Kreischer because I'm trying to get him in here.
Theo was here last week.
Theo Von, that's
missed-
on me though because I decided to take that Friday off. He was scheduled to come
there
in.
you go. Okay,
that was on
All
me, and that pained me that I.
We had a great time Saturday
Oh, my
night.
God,
had a
we
blast.
did.
Yeah, it was really good.
no, Carl was telling me. And then what, Doug? He wrote you saying no one's getting back to him or something?
Yeah, but he says things like yesterday he wrote to me, he goes, I'm going to take a nap, I'll text you when I'm up. And then the next day I wrote to him, hey, thanks for that text. and then he wrote, yesterday go away from me, which meant yesterday got away from me, but it took me a while. I stared at it for a while, like, go away from me yesterday? Yeah, it went away from all of us. It's a new day, Bert.
It's all the first draft of McCartney lyric, yesterday go away from me.
Yeah, so
that's a hell of a nap.
Yeah, so he runs hard and slow, or whatever, however you want to call it. Like he parties hard and then sleeps hard. So
I know he said he's coming back in 3 weeks. He'll do the show, but I want him to do the show today or tomorrow if he's in New York. So I teased him with a Tito's video.
Yeah, we'll
see what happens.
We'll try to get him down. I'll bug him about it for the next 24 hours. There's also a mystery about when he's leaving. Let me see what he said to me about when he's leaving town, because
that could be
people
important.
for conflicting reports.
Right.
Now, I'll go back to what I was going to say a second ago. Is your guy getting any flack about Baby Driver being compared to the Ryan Gosling, the driver, or wasn't that called that? I think the driver.
All right. So at 2:39 today,
thanks for listening.
On Twitter.
Good question.
His ears are closed.
I kind of like the question.
No, I like the question.
I'll still
No, you'll
entertain
get to
the
it.
question
I'll
later,
get
but I
to
can't
it.
believe this. Bert Kreischer, 2:39 today, says, I just left Sirius. No one asked me to do the show. I was kind of waiting and around thinking someone might ask, but no one said anything.
I don't have a booker, and the people down the hall have no problem with that.
He was literally wandering
you
the
could
hallway.
stand around here forever and have no one ask you about anything.
Well, I mean, does he check?
You were in your office and he was in the building and no one knew.
Did he check his Twitter?
He said 2:39.
He should have checked his Twitter. I made him
Right.
play the video.
How about
we
call
can't
his
play the
fucking
video?
phone?
He's writing to me on Twitter.
That's
so you had to see what you did.
That's wrong there.
He had
See
to
him on
have seen. So something's up.
Yeah, we're done, man.
And
I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it.
He might be,
they couldn't make it more obvious.
I know, seriously.
maybe Bert's gaslighting us. Just keep saying, hey, man, I was just there. What do you want?
What are you talking
What am I supposed to do?
I answered the phone.
Gaslighting is a big thing around here.
What's that?
Trust me.
You don't
on
know what
that.
gaslighting is?
I don't
Trust me
know,
on
but
the
I'm probably
gaslighting
living
thing.
it right now. What is it?
Oh, absolutely. You're totally living
Oh yeah,
it.
you're living right in
Yes.
the middle of it.
A bunch of pussies.
You're a chef and you never use a gaslight?
We try to stay away from terms like that.
It's from an old movie. Vic probably knows more details about the movie.
It's when you're it's a black and white film.
Who's in it?
Hitchcock? But I don't know if it's Hitchcock or it's
No,
it's
but
not
it's
Hitchcock.
Betty Davis.
It is Betty Davis.
Yeah.
And it's where everybody is in cahoots with the regular person, just tricking them and trying to make them think they're crazy.
Oh.
If everybody around you is in a big giant con and you're the normal person and can't figure it out,
That's my
and
fucking
every
life in
fucking
here.
one of them
Right.
are trying to make you think you're insane.
Right.
You're being gaslighted.
Like I said, gaslighting is prevalent around here.
Oh, my God.
And she's great in that too, Doug. You're absolutely. She's fucking. Well, Betty Davis always.
Lewis is on Facebook Live. We're short-staffed all the time. By the way, they took away most of the staff, so I can't play the Bert Kreischer Instagram Tito's video for everybody.
He rocks back.
but that's okay. No, he's got to do his thing over there.
I know. I looked over.
Who is this
happy to
staff you
see.
speak of? It's the same guys I always see when I come in here.
Oh my God! When me and Ann first came to Sirius XM,
Oh, well, I don't know about
we had a
back
staff
then.
of 9 or 10.
No, I don't know about back then, but I'm talking about in the last year or two.
Right.
Right? Same dudes.
Pretty much.
No, we went. In the last 9 months.
You used to have more like extra like interny types.
We used to have too many fucking
I don't
people, to
know.
be honest with you. But whatever. So,
Always be
Bert-
like a young lady wandering through here, just an HR nightmare.
So Bert was here at 2:39.
That's what he's saying to me on Twitter.
Allegedly.
That's what he's saying to me on
that
Twitter.
hallway office thing fucking wrecked me today. If I was walking around like a normal person, I would have fucking ran into Bert Kreischer.
I just don't know how
I would
he...
have told him to take his fucking shirt off and join us for a party today. Here's what I made for Bert. This is personally for you, Bert, to come on in and drink some Tito's with us today. Hey, Bert. Tito's, 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 Tito's. Come on, Bert. Tito's. Show starts at 3, Bert.
I don't know if I would call it
Tito's. And show starts at 3. I posted that over an hour ago. So if he's checking his Twitter, he had to have seen that.
That's on Instagram.
Well, I put it on Twitter too. You got to put it on everything. The days of just putting it on one thing are over. Now you get one little fun thing you want to throw out there.
But I don't understand.
It up 3 or 4 different times.
I don't understand how Bert can be active on his phone and not see a text that I sent him. Like, how are you, those just like, don't they kind of drop in when you're doing something else?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
So I don't know why. He's just a very,
Right.
He's, what's that word?
Now I want to say, and Carl's here, and Vic doesn't know about the chocolate incident yesterday. And then after the show, me and Carl went to Butter. I finally made it there, Vic.
He tried the mushroom spaghetti, Vic.
To Alex Gornishelli's place, right around the corner from here.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
We went to Butter. What are you texting that you're not listening?
No, my phone just shut down. I can't get any information. So I would normally be looking up here I'm trying to gather information to further this.
Yeah.
And I can't find anything, and now my phone has stopped working.
Gotcha.
So I just turned it off.
So we went.
That's great. Did you have the pork chop?
No, we went to the bar to have a couple beers, really, because yesterday was a really strange.
Oh, it was fucking strange.
It was a strange day, but it was a great day of radio.
We had fun. I had fun.
Doug was on fire. John Taffer was awesome.
Yeah.
Then we had the chocolate incident. So I had to kind of talk Carl down a little bit. So we went.
Pretty much started with the chocolate incident.
Yeah, it did.
The whole episode, I think, was entitled "Chocolate War."
Was it related?
Did you see that film, Vic?
I did not.
I'm serious.
I saw Johnny Depp.
I'm serious. I was hoping that you were here yesterday to back me up on that. There's a movie called Chocolate War.
Is there? I'm sure there is.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Please don't bring up Chocolate War again.
Why? Because he was right.
The original title of the movie was Diarrhea Fight, and they had to change it.
See, he's really not giving us accurate
Waters?
information, and it's driving us nuts.
Is it John Waters?
No, it's a Keith Gordon joint.
Hold on a minute now.
What?
We'll talk about Butter in a second, but we got Ray in Georgia. Ray, go ahead.
Hey, Bert was just on Ronnie D show like 30 minutes ago.
So he was in the
45
building.
minutes ago.
What the
No, we missed him by mere minutes, and then he says he waited around. So he
Lingering.
waited around for 30 seconds.
You're getting set up, brother.
And he's telling, he told you that no one reached out to him.
Or maybe he was in the...
Which goes back to my problem. We need to figure out the booking situation.
They're not, bro.
He
They're
might
not.
have...
You're like Joe Pesci when they told him he's going to get made,
Right.
and he goes into the basement,
I'm
and
not
you realize
going in
it's
any
empty.
basements anytime soon.
It's over. I can't even get phone calls back.
And I'm
This is just the eccentricity of Bert.
I'm going to go over here and sit and just read the computer.
Can you be
Because I want to know things, and I would turn this shit off in a fucking second. That is useless right there. And I would rather be able to gather information
What kind
to
of
enhance.
information do you need,
No,
Vic?
a lot.
He wants to know the
I've got all
chocolate thing.
kinds
Tell
of
him the chocolate
questions.
thing.
I've got all kinds of questions.
What kind of info you need us to look up?
Nothing. Never mind.
So
Here we are.
it's about the hierarchy at a Catholic high school. The chocolate war. Yeah. I knew it was about people in school having issues with each other, but
Yeah, okay. Well, we went to Butter. We had a couple
intense.
beers at the bar,
Yes.
and then we had some appetizers.
Nice stuff, right?
And fucking Carl took care of me because he knows, like, I was looking for healthy, tasty. As
Did
much
you get
as
the shrimp? Then you had to have the shrimp.
we didn't have the shrimp. We
What
went
the
the other
fuck
way.
are you eating, then? We've had the whole goddamn menu in 2 weeks, and now you're telling me you're eating shit that I didn't eat. Tuna tartare. You had the tuna tartare.
I did have
Yes.
that.
Mac and
it was
cheese
amazing.
No. He wanted to go light, so he had a sugar snappy salad.
Wait, you
which
said
was
that
good.
you're
I
laughing, but
recommended
you
it.
said that was your favorite
I said, but I
salad in
can
New
feel
York
Vic's
City.
reaction right now.
Oh, okay.
And the crudité, which I showed him the difference in sweetness in different baby carrots. Like the darker ones are a little sweeter.
The purple
You're
carrots.
from LA, you get it.
oh yeah, I get it.
I know I'm gonna get hit because he's smiling at me, like he's just smiling, like you're really stupid.
I always take a peek to my right to see
Yeah.
what Doug's up to.
How long it takes him to load up that fucking single action?
And then I debate if I want to commit to something or not.
You spoke directly to me and asked me a question. I couldn't plan anything. I had to answer your question.
So
But the hummus was amazing with
Oh
the
my
pita
God,
bread.
that was really good.
ridiculous.
The hummus is my favorite.
And then we then
Is
he
it special hummus or just regular? Just because it's so good.
You know what? She
backs out the hummus. One of the main ingredients is tahini paste.
Correct, tahini.
And if you get fucking nuts with that, it smells like fucking.
That's true.
You're
Ooh.
giving a Pakistani a piggyback
now
down
that you
the fucking
say that,
street.
yes. You know what? I don't even think I realized that till you just said
It
that.
has
That's
that
I got you.
body odor.
Sweaty,
Yeah?
fucking.
That musk.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
And then,
yes.
and then he ordered the veal bacon.
I saw that. I saw that. Hadn't had it yet. I
Dude,
saw
he's
it.
eating the salad. It's funny how it works. It was like a cartoon. Remember the old Woody Pecker? I just had a stroke.
Woody Woodpecker.
So yeah. So when you see the hand that's like the flavor and it touches your shoulder,
Yeah.
I see Opie's looking. He starts to smell it.
Oh my!
Because you're on the snap page.
Yeah, he's eating snap peas, which don't
And then-
smell like anything.
And then Jesus comes over and starts waving a wand next to you.
I don't care how good a snap pea is; it smells like dirt. Right?
Yeah.
So he smells the veal bacon and goes, "What do you got there?" I'm like,
What do you got there?
and you know,
What do you got there?
I mean, just like a complete fat fuck smiling. I'm like, "This veal bacon." He's like, "They make bacon out like." He
course
leads
they
into the
do.
questions, but he's already forked up. You know what I mean? They make that veal bacon, really? And then he looks at me and goes, "Holy
Dude,
fuck.
it was ridiculous.
It's really good. It's really good."
Because we went there mostly just to have a couple beers.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to do dinner there, but we ended up trying a whole bunch of appetizers.
Nice stuff.
And then Alex Garnicelli reached out to me on Twitter.
Yeah. She said wants to do a cooking demo.
I mean, fuck it.
Let's do it.
All right.
She's just flirting.
Why not, man? We could
She's flirting.
look. We could book something.
Right.
She knows Doug's single. She's just trying to get to Doug Benson.
She's flirty, dog.
Who are we talking about?
Alex
She's an Iron
Garnicelli.
Chef on the Food Network.
Yeah.
And we go to a restaurant a lot now all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Over here in the past, yeah.
Okay.
The place is
It's
beautiful
amazing.
inside.
As Carl says, she's done a lot with the basement. It drives her crazy.
It's a basement restaurant. Oh, she doesn't like hearing that?
No, Carl
Nobody does.
Carl told me. It's really cool, but you do have
It was
to go
kind of an inside
downstairs.
story, but I guess now it's an outside story.
But she,
Completely an
but
outside
she opened
story.
it up in such a way that you don't feel like you're in a
she
basement.
preferred the bowels?
The catacombs, the bowels.
The cellar.
I think Val's is the fucking
There's that
best.
classic sequence in that Modern Romance, the Albert Brooks movie, where he's arguing with a stupid director about whether he should say the basement of the ship or the bowels of the ship.
Yes.
And the director wants to call it the basement of the ship. And Albert Brooks keeps saying, it's the bowels of the ship. That's what it's called.
It's not a basement.
Ships don't have basements.
I love that movie.
Yeah, so we had
Oh,
some
my
great
God.
appetizers, and then you know what? I went. I've been having some good dinners lately. I went to dinner with Vic. There's a little steakhouse. It's owned by Ted Turner, the guy from CNN.
He has a
right?
chain.
And you know, when you want to get a quick thing, it's a good steak at half the price. You go
What's
there.
the place called?
Ted's Montana,
Montana
Grills and
Grill.
shit.
And they're all over the place?
There's
There's
a
like
few
3 or
of them.
4 of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So we go there, no big deal, no pretentious. They got a good baked potato. Fucking Vic was so good at dinner telling me this fucking story. It was like I was watching TV. I swear to God, it was one of the best dinner stories.
No, well.
I swear to God, like perfect. He's good at that. Like
I just gave
it
him
had
a-
a beginning and end. He took a break. I had to go pee. He picked it right back up like a DVR. Like it was fucking.
He's
What a storyteller.
He's a great
But then you
storyteller. at
finished
dinner.
your steak and Vic hasn't started eating.
I managed to eat. I ate my way around the story. I did.
He really no. We ate at the same speed.
No,
incredible how
he's
he
got
did
it down. I've been there.
I did. It was a whole
What was
bunch
the
of-
story
It's
about?
all about Ted Turner and his background.
Well, that
You know,
was the
it
preview.
basically
Was a Ted
30
Turner
minutes of-
how Ted Turner became Ted Turner,
Turner.
and then it went into when we were about to get dessert. It went into a fantastic story on when he wrote. He helped write some jokes for a movie.
No, I was telling him the Bruno stuff. He didn't know any of it, which I've talked about on here. We've talked
Incredible
about.
story.
But he didn't know that.
But it
He
was
hadn't
back
heard,
to back.
you
I was
know.
there for an hour. It was completely
Right.
entertaining.
I didn't know Chocolate Wars from yesterday. He didn't know that Bruno from.
And then the next time I had it was breakfast with my wife. And then I realized what what a fucking letdown that was, because she doesn't tell stories like Vic. You know what I mean? Like she says shit like, sprinkler's broken, and then silence. You're fat, and then silence. You know?
Well, you got
What a difference.
You got to invite Vic to your house for a nice.
I don't know about
what?
that.
What happened there? No,
they're getting along. I think
is
we're
he
gonna
getting?
nip that at the
Is
butt.
he getting a bit handsy?
No. Maybe she is.
Never.
Never.
No, she might have grabbed my butt on that.
You motherfucker, you.
She drank 3 Corona Lights in about 8 minutes and
Oh, my God.
might have grabbed my butt. Is all.
And we went to Gotham Comedy Club to see Vaughn. Let me type that. His fucking set was
Yeah.
You've seen Theo, right?
I laugh from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's crushing it, huh?
Let me ask you
his live
this
set is
about it.
unbelievable.
Where's the Tito's?
It's funny that you bring that up. The reason I was a little bit late is because I ran around and made sure that we had everything, because now I guess the producers want to be personalities, so I have to make sure that we have shit.
Right.
So we're all set. We have sandwiches. We have Ubon's Bloody Mary mix from Mississippi.
He's going to bring the Ubons from Yazoo City, Mississippi.
Yazoo City,
home
Mississippi.
of Jerry
It's
Clower.
the best Bloody Mary mix ever.
They gave Marcel the beer junk.
And Tito's.
If you got a Bloody Mary mix, then I might be in there.
Oh,
I wasn't going to do
the best.
I wasn't
the
going to
best
do
one in
Tito's.
America.
No,
It's
I
the best one in
understand.
America.
I've had it before.
You ready, Lewis?
Wait, but you got to explain to Vic what happened yesterday. He has no idea.
What happened?
Why don't you tell him the story while I make sure Mr. Benson's okay? Because I want to take care of our guests. We got one few
it's
far
your
between.
story to tell, but I certainly can help you out.
What'd you do?
I'll fill in
So,
the
He
blanks
sends
for
me
you.
a text last night and says he's ready to give up on everything.
Oh no!
So our talk at Butter didn't work at all,
because
huh?
I come home. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I've been at this radio station for 3 years. I spent over $100,000 fucking being here.
Welcome, Sirius.
And I get treated like a piece of shit.
Welcome to
Party's
Sirius
over.
XM
So
Radio.
yeah, so then
Party's over.
his suicide note's written on the back of a $50 receipt for chocolate.
You know what? I would love to talk you out of that, but you know what? That is so logical, and you should leave right now before it turns into 13 years.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
13 years of
Right.
I'm
bullshit.
saying though, people treat me like I get paid here. I'm here for free. I'm going to start. That's it. It's over. Party time's over.
Let the people know that.
When I walk down the hallway, look the fuck down.
Let the people know, because I know how this shit spins out of control. That I've been there for you,
This
and
little
I
fucking bitchy shit every day.
But I've done some things for you.
You've
let's
done
go.
nothing.
Okay.
You've done nothing. You've
Yes, he
Stop
did.
it.
Yes, he did.
I'm just trying to.
Stop.
What I do for a living?
I understand that. I know you're stirring the pot, but there's some.
I do something different to the pot.
And you do it well. And you do it well, my friend.
So,
you deep fry the pod, if that's possible.
So what happened yesterday?
Like sage leaves.
So Vic brought in extremely.
No, Carl.
Carl
I'm
brought
Vic.
in.
He's the one with the beard.
Carl
knows the
brought
name.
in.
Jacques Torres.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing
Oh,
chocolatier.
fuck yeah. Yeah.
One of the best.
He brought in extremely hard
Oh,
chocolate.
wow. Wow.
See, if it
These
ended
two
with
fucking savages.
if it ended with if it ended
He laughs like a savage's friend. Yeah, chocolate hard.
if it ended with me and Doug just making fun of how hard the chocolate was, we would have been okay.
Right.
But man, did it spin out of control yesterday. Go ahead.
So I bring these chocolates in that I pay for.
Of course, every time.
Right?
Certainly.
So I bring the chocolates in because I know that Opie likes chocolate.
Yes, he does.
And I know that we have a high-profile guest.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I want to be nice.
None higher.
Because I care about the
Keyword.
Thanks, Doug.
So I open the chocolate. Doug looks at the chocolate. He's like, I think they all suck. He tries one. It was too hard. He didn't like it. It goes to Opie.
I didn't say they're all going to suck.
Kind of, sort of.
I was excited about it.
Wow, what do you hear in that brain of yours?
Oh, you don't want to know.
You don't want to be in there.
You don't want to be in there.
You don't wanna
get
be in there?
Uh-uh.
So I just go by body language. So then I give it to Opie. Opie gets some chocolate. He hates it, but that's Opie.
Nah,
he's gonna
man.
hate two and then love the third. You know what I mean?
You're making up stuff again.
You didn't
Remember,
like the chocolate. You said it was
I liked
hard.
it. It was a bit hard. I couldn't bite through it. I was scared I was going to lose a cavity.
Okay, I'm taking that as you didn't like it.
What kind of...
No, I was a little timid. I was a little timid.
He ate almost half of it.
No, we bit, and the top layer of chocolate came off nice, but
So then that went down. So then Lewis.
It was fine. I would have had another
Right, you would've.
if the world had allowed it to happen.
So then Lewis comes back with the chocolate, walking
Wait till you
down
hear this,
here,
Rick.
and then Paul slaps the chocolates all on the ground.
No.
It became a real thing.
No.
Very quickly.
So you know how I am with food.
Oh, yes.
All right.
That you spent a lot of money for.
The PR lady,
That was
Rebecca.
like when you almost had an aneurysm when he faked through your whiskey
Yeah.
against the wall.
So this
I
was
can't
not
imagine.
fake. This was real. There
This
wasn't-
was real.
Right,
This-
I didn't look on
real-
the floor and there was Hershey Kisses on the floor. It was my fucking chocolate.
Real Jacques chocolate slapping.
So then,
That's why Hershey's Kisses are better right there, because no one can slap him on the floor.
I do love Hershey.
And you could certainly
they're-
bite into
They're
them.
still wrapped in foil. You gotta protect
they
it
can
when you
only slap them down, after you unwrap them.
You don't have to melt them
seriously,
down to
now,
enjoy them.
So in this room, fucking,
Paul knocks the
I
chocolate.
got you right. Whatever.
Right?
Yeah, sorry.
So now I fucking black out because
no.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
He went to a scary place.
Right? Because I'm not.
Now I understand the text from last night. Now it's all coming
like I'm
together.
a normal person. I'm not a funny.
You're not
funny
a normal
on the
person.
radio,
Don't
but
even
I'm
fucking open with your.
But I'm
normal
saying,
person.
you knock shit out. You knock shit down that I bought. I get
I'll
weird.
yeah, I'm so sure.
It was amazing because Paul upset the bear, and then the rest of us poked at it for the rest of the show.
As you should.
It was already mad, and we kept at it.
And it just came out of nowhere. Like,
don't let him go back into hibernation. Just keep
an hour talking about bar rescue broke it up because we couldn't bring up chocolate in front of John Taffer because he wouldn't know what the fuck we were talking about.
Okay.
like infantile idiots.
And Doug was hoping that a few chocolates were still in the box, even though they were on the floor.
Yeah, because he managed to do. It was one of those classics, like when the pizza falls on the on the face up side. It's just one of those where every single chocolate was touching this carpet.
What's wrong with this carpet?
I know.
Feces,
I know who you've had in here over the years.
How many broken dreams there are on that carpet?
HIV,
a lot of tears.
Botulism,
a lot of tears.
Sadness.
Yeah.
Remember who did the interview with in 1988? Dan Quayle and what is it, Benson? When he goes, "Sir, you are no Jack Kennedy." You remember that?
I don't know who did the interview.
It was a debate.
It was
right?
Lloyd Benson.
That's how I felt.
Lloyd Benson and Quayle. I don't know who did it, but
that's what I'm saying. Like if E-Rock knocked
It was
it
Lloyd
out,
Benson that said it to Dan
They said it
Quayle.
to Dan Quayle.
You, sir, are no.
if
Jack
it was
Kennedy.
E-Rock
Box
that
of
knocked out the
chocolates.
chocolate, you know what I mean? The guy's earned it.
Classic
but
expressions.
Paul, you are no
Outtake
E-Rock.
from Forrest Gump.
You know what I mean? It's a whole different thing.
So you called him. You said he's no E-Rock.
No, I'm saying it now.
Oh.
E-Rock, what do you think of that, E-Rock? And what's your observations of the chocolate incident?
Yeah, he was. Were you here yesterday, E-Rock?
I was here.
He stayed so out of it.
He's
It's
good
the
at
least
that.
I've heard him
He's good
talk
at that.
for an entire show.
He sits a really big Zamboni, and he's just up there driving. He's just sitting up there with his head in the clouds.
He didn't start up.
riding
He didn't
around.
start up the Zamboni though to clear the ice and the chocolates.
He didn't. What? So what was Paul really being shitty, or was it?
No, I don't think Paul was being shitty. I think Paul was just doing an old gag that we've done
Lots
in
of times.
all incarnations
Where you
of
not
the
right,
show
where you
since the
knock
beginning
shit
of
down and
time.
break it. Okay.
Look, I found it.
Never good.
Long pause. Long pause. I believe in him. No, if there's an archivist,
He is an
if
archivist.
that's a word, then
Yes.
that's him.
He
Yes,
really
certainly.
is.
From someone who's had
Yes.
beer and chicken wings thrown out at somebody's apartment when I brought and cooked for a Super Bowl party.
Really?
I've gone through this where I've brought food and other things. I've had.
I mean-
Hold on, I brought breakfast for. No, this isn't just.
No,
you.
I like it. I need
it's
to
the
know
whole
this.
show.
Yeah, exactly.
I've brought
Thank
breakfast
you.
for people that people have put their fists through right on the console. I've been through
I think
this.
has 11.
So I understand it and I get
in
it.
here with your little shovels and your plastic pails. That's what the fuck's going on, really. Nobody's a goddamn has an ounce of. I'm with you.
Right.
I got it.
So I'm just
You know
saying
why?
that
Because if that light is on, it's a whole different
I understand
world.
it's not real. I'm
All
with you
right.
on this. Not real.
If that light's off, I'm not doing half this
what
shit.
light?
All right, go ahead, Eric.
There's going
Go
to
ahead,
be no
Eric.
lights.
Go ahead,
There's
Eric.
going to be no lights.
I know that I'm going to live a boring life.
So,
Go ahead, Eric.
I'm explaining all of this
Yes.
to show a history.
Yes.
Right. That being said, I laughed really hard when that happened.
Yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
Because Carl's never been exposed to that.
Right.
So
True.
just to see
Okay.
an
and
expensive
it wasn't
box of
in
chocolates.
Carl's hand. It happened
it was in
behind me.
Lewis.
I thought the whole time it was in Carl's hand, so I understood his rage.
Okay.
But when I found out that
It
it was just
wasn't.
knocked out of Lewis's hand, I was like, why isn't Lewis mad? And
Okay.
because he gets it.
Aneurysm by proxy.
But it was his $50 box of chocolates,
Right.
Yeah.
which is a stupid
No,
amount
no.
of money to spend on a
You said-
box of chocolates that are too hard.
He brought him.
them to you.
You know, it's very nice.
That was for you, Doug.
It's very
for
nice,
you,
but
Doug.
you spend too much money on things.
No, you don't try. They're very good.
I'm telling you, man. If you if you switch to a
So anyway,
he enjoys his
generic
life.
instead of
Come on.
Hawaiian Punch, you'd
So
save
here's
some money.
how it ends up.
Should
So,
I go
okay,
with it?
I understand there's precedent. I understand. That's fine. Right?
I'm just saying from my
I
observation.
got it.
So I understand there's precedent. So
Can
all I
I,
said
can, I,
was-
can I jump in for a second?
Sure.
I want to back up E-Rock. Yeah. Unfortunately, though, Carl doesn't know the history that this has happened many, many times.
Okay, well,
I
let's
just
not
want to add
fucking hurry.
I do want to
everybody.
back up E-Rock's statement.
No, and I'll tell you, my favorite
'Cause
one.
it's not a bad observation here.
My favorite one in this vein is when Voss did a new CD, maybe his first or well, probably his second one, I don't know, 12, 13 years ago, and we were all at the cellar, and Norton really conned him into believing, I want to buy one one from you. I really want to give you the money.
Right.
And Voss falls for it, hook, line, and sinker. And as soon as they hands it over the money, Norton throws it on the floor and stomps it into a million pieces and makes me and Keith Robinson.
Right.
It makes everyone.
It's classic.
Right. It's totally. I got you.
As far as this show goes, it goes back to Norton bringing it in here because Louis C.K. did it to him at that pizza shop down the corner from the cellar.
It bends.
Got this big slice, and Louis took a bite of his pizza, turned around, and just slapped the pizza out of Norton's hands, and he just stood there. And then
we call it get the fuck out of here. That's a good game.
So where were you with all these stories yesterday?
I was just letting this develop.
You could have smoothed a lot of things over with these stories.
Jumped right in with all of this.
Then we wouldn't have this today.
That's why
I even said at one point, "What does E-Rock think is going on out here?" And you didn't say shit.
And then I was helping the situation. I was showing Carl videos on the way home of some of the other stuff that has been done.
But here's the
pinball incident, the Rolling Stones,
the pinball
incident.
The pinball incident was
the poker chips.
Right? He showed me that one, and I looked at a couple on YouTube. Funny, but they were funny.
Right.
This thing, I didn't even understand what was happening. It was just so weird and awkward.
You got to make sure it's funny.
Well, also you got to
it just was awkward.
You got to be able to pay for it too. Paul doesn't have $50.
But then here's what got me angry. It wasn't all right. The chocolate, whatever. It's funny. You got me. Haha. Whatever.
Right.
But then the little snipey comments, like getting shitty with me. I can't. I don't care if this is a joke or that light is on.
It is a joke.
You know what I mean? But I can't process. Maybe I'm just stupid. But when you get shitty with me,
they weren't jokes.
I get shitty.
Doug, they weren't jokes.
No, I didn't feel like it was a joke.
They weren't jokes.
Yeah, but you said mean things to him too.
But it was because I was reacting to the little snipey snipes.
I'd like to know which one sniped first.
And I love that he is wearing another cat T-shirt today because that was key to yesterday.
Well, that's
Paul
also
didn't like his cat shirt.
That was
yesterday.
also Twitter demand. I saw a lot of tweets in there. It's like, how many fucking cat shirts does this chef have? I dare you to wear another cat shirt. And Carl responds, "You got it."
That's why he was late today. He's shopping for cat shirts.
Oh, fucking doing producer shit.
I knew what you were really doing.
but the thing is but you know what?
Shirts.
My wife put into perspective.
Wife.
I sat in my wife, and I said to my wife, I said, "Do you know what happened to me today?" She goes, "No." And I said, "Well, Paul did this." She goes, "Who?" I said,
Okay,
"Paul." She goes,
perfect
"Who?"
answer. Right.
I said, "Exactly."
Yes.
I said, "What am I doing here? I'm going to break my hand trying to kill a mosquito." So here's the kid's $100 that I owe him for some shitty video that was awful.
What
So
do you owe
here's
him $100 for?
I don't know. He said I owed him $100 for some.
Oh no, he brought that up.
Yeah.
The fact that he never paid him $100
For what?
It was
some video that I don't know. I don't even know what
to
it's
do
for.
something.
I asked
But
him to
now
do
he owes
something.
you $50. So are you going to laugh when he just tears that in half and hands half of it back?
No, because you know what? Let him do it. Let him do it. I mean, let him touch 100. He does.
Look how happy
It's his
E-Rock
100.
is.
It's exciting
Look
for
how
him to touch
happy E-Rock
100.
is.
It's a little 100, and maybe now that Doug Benson's writing his jokes, maybe he'll be funny.
Paid professional. Doug Benson.
It's not like
Paid
having a pro in your
professional.
corner.
That's true. Paid professional.
Hey, E-Rock, isn't it fun to be on the other side of this?
Oh, very much so.
So should we do the exchange now?
I can see him. You should see him. He's
was
so happy.
he was the brunt of a lot of jokes.
I know.
Yes.
But that's it. Listen, I don't. Maybe I overreacted. When someone says that little schnitty, like that little shitty voice, is a voice that I've always had when growing up.
Yeah.
That kid always gets knocked the fuck out.
Yeah,
so
I'm
it's
not-
hard for me to be a grown up and be like, all right, this is a show and this and that. It's hard for me to process.
I'm not. I don't. Yeah. I'm. If
So
you,
it's
if
my
you-
own fault.
If
It's
you
my
prank
own.
me, if you prank me and get me, I just usually just don't laugh and think it's stupid.
Yeah.
But
Right.
then I have other friends because I'm not a prankster. I'm not a big, you know. But then my buddy, my Norton, who I've talked about on this show, who is way more evil than Jim Norton. That's what he does. He does. If you try to prank him, you're on the fucking ground. You're just knocked the fuck out.
That's how I grew up.
And a lot of really nice people have been knocked the fuck out because he didn't get it and he just missed the point and it was just sad. But where my reaction is, oh fuck, I don't. Okay, ha, right, you got me.
There's
It's just
videos
boom,
of-
every fucking time. Boom, he will knock you the fuck out.
Yeah, there's funny
in a
videos
second.
of somebody like surprising somebody by jumping
Yes.
out of them out of a cake or something, and then they just punch them in the face.
Knock the fuck out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Like,
That's what
some
happens.
people you don't want to jump on them like that.
It's true.
that might have happened in an older studio as well.
But I'm over it.
Jim
I'm
Moore.
over it. I'm
I
over it.
get it.
And my wife, it really sunk in. She's still trying to figure out who the fuck I was mad at. So I'm like, you know what?
You want to talk to Paul? He's just staring through the glass.
He's
That's
right
weird.
there.
Why
He's
is he
watching
doing
like
it?
a
He's just staring.
puppy
No.
in a window.
Tell him to go find Bert Kreischer?
I mean,
He looks like a kid from Salem's Lot.
Did he get a text message back from Bert Kreischer?
No.
Malachi got a haircut from
he's
Children
terrible.
of the Corn.
Vic, you have any questions for young Paul?
No.
No.
None.
Okay.
Zip. We are not validating the idiot any longer. Turn the fucking microphone on there, you're validating the idiot.
Turn it up a little bit too.
See, right. If you just shut him off, then he has no platform.
This just in, Bert says, I'm in Soho.
All right, that's
Like he got out of here and he sprinted to Soho.
What? How did he get to Soho so fast?
Subway, I'm guessing.
Ask him if he
And
has
he
a-
might have been in the first or second
time
hour
of
of
day.
Bennington. He might not have been right up against this show. You know
No,
what I mean?
he said
No,
he
he
was
wasn't
here
in.
until 2:39.
2:39 was
Yeah.
No,
the
he left before that.
timestamp.
No, he
on
left
that.
before
Why is he
2:39.
talking?
Louis.
Why is he talking?
Give the Paul the $100 for me, please.
I don't want.
don't
And
get
to show
involved in this.
no hard feelings.
Turn the microphone off.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, he brought it.
And a new box of those motherfuckers.
Ew, I don't like how this ended.
This is way wrong. This is just wrong.
You got me.
Oh, and he walked out. He walked out.
So wrong.
Kid's got a credit card, apparently.
I hope it's empty. I hope
couldn't
it's
come up
empty.
with the cash.
I hope there's
That's a
nothing in
mic
it.
drop.
Maybe there's a turd in it.
Hold on, hold on.
Maybe there's a turd in it. Oh, it is real.
We're not, and he got white chocolate. Yesterday, you were saying white chocolate's so shitty.
Dude, he just mic dropped you. He dropped the
He's
chocolate in
waiting all
front of you
day.
and left.
Yeah, but why didn't he
And
stick
walked
around?
out.
Let me have a
This
piece
is
of
the
it.
one I had yesterday. Ooh, so much softer today.
Let me see. Here, give me.
Paul got me.
All right.
It is easier to bite into today, but
Really?
it is hard, though.
It's still hard.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, that ended too nice.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, this is great.
Ain't they nice? This is what I'm trying
No,
to say.
they're
yesterday.
wonderful
Hard.
chocolates. They're wonderful chocolates.
hard.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Wow, that just stopped
Sushi.
everything. You didn't have to give the 100 up.
Okay, he said he didn't want it.
You didn't want it, and he gave you the box of chocolate.
So he wins. He's a bigger man. I got chocolate and a hundy.
Wow.
I'll take it.
Wow, who saw that coming?
Fuck, not me, but I'm eating chocolate like a motherfucker.
You're happy now.
I'm happy.
There you go.
Chocolate's replaced. Not all is good with the world.
You should get him to, if there's no way, the Toy Share Champagne Truffle, if this is hard, there's no way he can call that hard.
He wouldn't. He would
No,
like
it's
those.
just, yeah, that's right around the corner up there.
Is there any dark chocolate over there for her?
There's a lot. There's one with sea salt that you're going to love.
Yes, just throw it over
Let
to
me
me.
have that one.
I don't care
Give me
how
the
dirty
one.
your hands are.
Give me,
Who ate a white chocolate?
give me the one he wants.
Who ate the white chocolate?
I did.
You did? You like
Yeah,
it?
It's fucking really good. Yeah, eat
Yeah,
that
because
one.
he thinks white chocolate is.
No, I think it is.
The bastard
Louis,
I
stepchild.
fucking hate white chocolate.
What's wrong with you?
They both
Are you
hated on
serious?
white chocolate yesterday, and then
Both
I
of
said,
them.
"What about
Yes.
Reese's peanut butter cups white chocolate?" Then suddenly they're on
Oh,
board.
yeah.
Then
Yeah.
they're on board.
Thank you. Yeah. Or
Ooh, coconut.
That's awful.
la 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 la.
Got me, Paul. Fuck. I was ready to dig in for a fight, boy.
Very nice.
E-Rock, you got to try some. They're good.
These chocolates are a lot softer. Doug's right.
You
I
ate
know-
a different one.
Is that what happened?
You sound like Aunt Edna. It's
I
a
ate the
different-
same one today. It was softer. You just like maybe had it in a colder place before it got here.
I went came straight up from the store.
Yeah, Paul probably sat on it for a while.
All right, now Matt in Virginia is saying E-Rock did the same thing with a comic in here. I want to hear this. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, I was watching some videos. This was a few years ago when Anthony was on the show with you, and
They are good.
somebody that E-Rock absolutely hated. I don't know who it was. I can't remember. This just popped in my head. He tried to be nice and give him some collectible, either it was a game or a
Oh,
comic.
I love that.
Ewok
And
will
all of a
remember this.
sudden, he just
E-Rock
started. He was like,
remembers.
"Oh, this is real nice," and just beat it up.
Smashed it up
I
right
did
in front.
that.
Yeah, I know.
He said, "What was it?" Ewok.
It wasn't a comic. It was a listener.
No, it was a listener who used to do song parodies about me.
Right.
He came in to try to, fake nice.
Okay.
And brought me a Simpsons collectible figure. And I took it and I said, "Oh, this is great." And then I beat the shit and smashed it on the console right in front of him.
We got a video of that, actually. We have the
Fucking
video.
awesome.
Who brought it in?
Oh, just a fan.
Weren't pieces hitting you in the head?
It was everywhere. It exploded.
Check it out. Love the show.
Thank you, Matt. And I think you said that it was a pretty good collectible, right?
Yeah, it was
It
like,
kinda-
wow, I wish I had this.
It kind of pained you that you
That he had
you
to
didn't-
smash it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it had to go for the greater good.
Oh, that's
Yes.
great.
Well, I'm going to put this on his desk because now I feel bad.
No, don't, whatever.
I really don't feel bad. But
No,
I
you
just
shouldn't feel bad.
I shouldn't, right? I
No,
got the chocolates
Never.
back.
Don't even worry about
I
it.
think it's a good move from Paul.
I thought it was a great move.
I mean, you know,
He stopped the fucking problem right away.
I would have rather a sloppier ending to
I
the whole
forgot
thing.
about him
But
all.
you know,
I don't even.
He still thinks your cat shirts
Yeah.
are dumb. That hasn't changed.
but you only have one cat, so you're a little better today.
It's a cat with a toucan. It's a cat riding a toucan. Cats in space made more sense.
It's a little, yeah. You should be at Margaritaville with that shirt.
That's good.
Yeah, a little
That's good.
fucking
I like that.
callback.
I like that.
Yeah.
When do we drink Tito's?
Right now, sir.
we've already had
I'm in a
dessert.
good mood now.
We just had dessert.
Hey, Lewis, that'll be cool for Facebook Live. Go get the Tito's.
Go get the Tito.
Yeah. I have Tito's right here. It's chilling.
Oh.
I just
Yeah,
need cups.
he went
Wait, you
all out.
got Tito's? I
you
bought
can't.
Tito's.
You're
With
not
the
gonna
I got
stump
Tito's
him.
too.
and some ice.
You're never going to stump him. Ever,
This is what I do.
Ever. I was happy to send you the cheese plate picture from the other night. I thought I was finally sending him something. I had dinner on Sunday with friends, and we did the European thing and had the cheese plate.
Nice.
This is a hard one.
15 pieces.
I saw your picture.
15 pieces. And it takes the guy 38 minutes to describe every piece.
Oh,
It should be a
God.
Saturday Night Live sketch.
Right.
It's amazing. This one is unpasteurized. I carry it in my sock for 8 months. In my sock with my stinky feet. Then one day I put thistle in my sock with a piece of cheese for another 2 months. I walk around in the city only in July. Then I put it in the refrigerator for a year.
God.
That's like one piece.
That was one piece?
That's one fucking piece it takes.
Who says that?
The owner of this restaurant. The owner of the restaurant.
I love Doug Benson. I want to.
The way it ended, I thought you were doing a Jeffrey Dahmer impression.
I don't even know.
And then I put it in the refrigerator.
Doug.
I don't do characters, obviously.
It was-
I just prove
No, that was-
No,
That
it was all right.
great.
How many of the pieces of
Killed
cheese smelled like dirty feet for real?
None.
There's a few. No.
None. You get it starts. You
A
start
bit
at 12
stinky?
o'clock and go around to 12 o'clock again, and it's mild all the way to the most stinky. So the last 3 are very Maytags and blue cheeses and Stiltons and very stinky cheese, I guess if you would call it those. But I love those.
Did
Those are some of my favorite ones.
Did they have a nice pepper jack?
Yes.
Thank you.
A craft. We have a craft.
Kraft
This is a
pepper
craft
jack.
pepper
Right.
jack. I take the slicer and slice it right off the block. Onto your plate.
I'm starting to move on to other cheeses finally.
After pepper
But it
jack?
used to be pepper
That's it?
jack, and fuck, Doug commented about my posture, so I got to sit up again.
And so
Anyway, yeah, I'm moving on.
you
to
brought
other
Old
cheeses.
English? No shit.
That's for
What
me.
are you fucking Billy D? Oh, that's Colt 45.
Damn.
That's Old English.
Well,
I
you
know,
can,
Billy
you
D's
know,
Colt
I thought I was in for a fight tonight.
get rid of this camera and you can lay back. You can lay
That's
on
what
the
I told
ground
him.
under there
Well,
and do the
exactly.
interviews.
Well, that's the problem.
You
We
know.
film every show, and then like the best part of the show, I'm lounging like I'm on a couch, and we got to put that thing out there like that.
We got ice?
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
In the bag.
you-
don't ever.
That's a
A
again,
bag that says Yeti on it?
You don't know about the Yeti?
coolers. That's
Wow.
a cooler, but it looks like a bag.
You're not
I
married.
love it.
You don't know what the Yeti does?
You don't know about Yeti?
Are you going to reach in with your Yeti hands and touch the ice?
No, I used to talk. Oh my god!
What the fuck? Just trying to get you to sit up.
Anybody got a pocket knife?
Just for once in your life,
sitting
act
up.
like an adult.
Sitting up. Who's on the phone? I don't see your name,
I
unfortunately.
missed you, Doug Benson.
Oh, it's Stacy.
We
What's
have
up,
fun
Stacy?
in here.
Stacy, go ahead.
What's going on? I was wondering if Carl brought Dr. Steve's beer that I left at Marie's for you last night.
All right, stop stalking the show, Stacy. Really.
It's getting
No,
a
I
little
didn't.
weird.
I didn't,
Creepy.
Stacy. I didn't.
Who was the one that said they just saw him wandering outside the building?
Me and
Oh, us.
Sherrod.
Right.
Me and Sherrod and Carl.
Excuse me. Can I do it for you?
How you do it? No, I'd love to.
And
They're
then
not-
Lewis saw him on the train the same day.
I'm gonna
Really?
mix you on the best Bloody Mary you've ever had.
I don't want a Bloody Mary, Carl.
All right, fuck you.
It's not
Doug.
my speed.
He wants soda
I'm a
water
Tito's and soda
Tito's.
man.
Right.
We all
Benson
know
has one
Doug's
speed.
drink.
Balls out.
Tell me when.
Oh, wait, stop.
Maybe a
Also,
lime.
though, we need cups that aren't paper.
Maybe a lime.
Can you pass me one of the plastic ones?
Yeah, because that shit
it
will
eats
melt.
through the paper.
Yeah. Stacy, answer the question. So why were you wandering around the building when the guy saw you?
You're not going to believe this, but you're not the only thing in New York City. My wife wanted to see 30 Rock Center and Great Central Park, and we were headed that way.
Don't believe it.
You were nowhere near either one of those, though, Stacy, when we saw you.
We were 3 blocks from Radio City.
Okay, I was teasing.
Way to go with us just trying to bust your balls a little bit, Stacy.
The light is on, so nothing is real.
Right. Thank you. That's going to be a new shirt.
Really? That's a little wordy, but okay, I'll take it.
I'm out of rolling papers. Can I use? Do you mind if I use this?
Yes. No.
Is it cool if I use this?
More where that came from.
This is humor just for the people watching on the.
Let me go get my Bible. That's what always works out well for me. When you're out of rolling papers, just pull something out of Genesis.
We got. What happened to the guy that wanted some advice from Doug Benson? We lost
Oh
him.
no! What kind of advice could he possibly?
I've got a really good stinky cheese story. We haven't had a good stinky cheese story in a while.
If it's out of your butthole, then it's not funny. But if it's a real story.
All right, let's see what's going on in Michigan.
Limburger.
Taylor.
We're about to eat, aren't we?
Yep.
Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy.
You making drinks, Carl?
So,
Hey, man.
my dad was in New York.
Stinky cheese story.
We're about to
Yeah.
eat. You can't handle a stinky cheese story before you have a sandwich? All right, go ahead, Taylor.
All right. So my dad was in New York. He was doing some consulting work. He and his buddy who were doing the work went out to a really fancy restaurant. I don't think he said the name. They got a cheese platter. They got a really expensive one, though. And the guy was describing them all. They got to the one that he said was very fragrant. My dad's buddy knew about this cheese because he had had it before. Convinced my dad, oh, that's one of the best ones. My dad takes a big bite out of it. He pretty much almost throws up on the spot because it just, he described it as horse manure mixed with dirty, sweaty socks from a old gym and just the worst thing imaginable. So he almost throws up on the spot. His buddy's laughing. A couple years later, they go out to another place. My dad smells the cheese ahead of time while his buddy's in the bathroom. He says, he takes a scoop out of one of them, goes to his buddy, I just tried that one. The best ever. His buddy takes a huge bite, and it's a horrible, horrible cheese that he almost throws up on, too. Oh, did I lose you guys?
Oh, my God.
We just used $1 billion satellite to play the silent game.
The best part is when you hear the person go to their radio to see what's going on. They're turning it up to try to figure out what's going on.
I also like it's so quiet in here. You could hear the sound of you writing with a Sharpie over there. You could hear Carl taking sandwiches out.
That was wonderful.
So I have something very special for you guys.
yes,
Okay,
please.
here we go.
Carl.
So this sandwich only lives in 2 counties in you know what they are. Only lives in 2 counties in New Jersey.
Why is Lewis moaning?
Because he knows what this is.
You got the sloppy top.
These are Sloppy Joes.
Oh, I love the sloppy top.
So Sloppy Joes.
Not a euphemism.
Main Street, Chatham?
No, this is CJ's Deli, the best. They're the original.
Chipotle, right?
Yeah, they're great. They're great. So
E-Rock can have mine.
let me tell you a little story about this sandwich. This
E-Rock
sandwich
very
is
happy.
actually Cuban.
Wow.
So the mayor of Maywood back in the 30s went to Cuba on vacation, came back and told the local deli guy, he's like, hey, man, I had this really cool sandwich in Cuba at a hotel. They put it back together. This was it. So it's coleslaw, Russian dressing, and the best rye bread you've ever had in your life.
And why is Lewis really into
Lewis
this?
lived in the area, and he knows these things are gold.
Get on a mic, Lewis. Tell us about the sandwich. This is our sandwich segment.
I've had these.
No, when I lived
What's your favorite sandwich?
When I lived in Chatham, my fiance, soon-to-be wife, actually worked with one of the guys that works there, and those sandwiches are amazing. They call them Sloppy Joes from time to time, but they are. He's absolutely
that's
right.
not what I was expecting when you laid it with Sloppy Joe. I was expecting
they're
a Sloppy Joe.
Sloppy Joe.
Like a mammoth.
That's that thing's crazy.
This is an incredible sandwich. Fucking incredible.
Very cool. By the way, Lewis is getting married in 2 days.
Yep. Send him something. Where are you registered?
Crate and Barrel.
Crate and Barrel.
Crate and Barrel.
There you go. Send him something. Send him a gift.
Yes.
Send him a box of chocolates in the name of Paul.
So there's like 6 halves, basically, right? Yeah. All right, because I just make sure E-Rock gets a half.
I love these.
Got it.
These are so
You
good.
have to do this.
Opie, are you in?
No, I just ate lunch.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I'm in. Of course I'm in. Carl. I'm in. Of course.
Do you think these are so popular that's why now across Jersey, if you just want the slaw on top, they call it sloppy top?
I think so.
Probably. That was probably
That's
the.
probably smart.
Hey, Lewis, you could grab one and get a good shot of it at the same time.
I got this for you, Lewis. I know you people love.
Don't turn that camera around. We're safe as long as you don't turn that camera around.
Rossboro, 1994.
That's for me. I love Mulder.
1992, 1994.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we should take a break, man. Well, that was very nice.
Sandwich
If
break.
you're putting food in front of me,
Little
I'm gonna
sandwich
eat it.
break.
Yeah, you're the nicest man.
We got some Bloody Marys. We got Tito's.
Chocolate. My chocolate's
We
back.
got Bert Kreischer, shirtless in Soho. What else we got, Doug Benson? What else?
Oh, I'm going to be in Kansas City without Vic Henley
This Sunday.
Doug Loves Movies at 420 with the Improv there, and then I got shows coming up in Salt Lake City, Los Angeles. Big show at San Francisco on August 26th. Lots of stuff. It's all at douglasmovies.com.
Very nice. And I got to say, Paul turned that around.
He turned that around.
I didn't know how he was going to do it, but I got to give him credit. He did it.
He turned it around, and let me tell you,
Fucking did it.
Last night, I've got to see what Twitter looks like when it's stirred up, and that's some scary
Don't do
shit.
that. Yeah, don't ever do that again.
There's
That's
I'm sure that even this guy that he was doing memes like crazy yesterday, his name is Slice. I think he probably memes. He was doing memes like crazy yesterday, and I think he had a chance of giving Paul a little turn of heart there, because it was getting fucking nasty out there.
Yeah, if you're gonna,
Right? It was getting nasty.
you got to really think twice before you get the Twitter hornet's nest.
That Twitter's hornet's nest
Wow.
really. I mean, I saw what it looks like yesterday. I was like, Jesus Christ!
Ugly.
Those guys are the real
know what
thing.
they
Those
say.
pests will get you.
Mems the breaks.
And I swear no one's drunk in here. The Tito's bottle was just opened, but
It just started.
E-Rock is enjoying his
I haven't
family.
gotten there yet.
Yeah, E-Rock is enjoying his sandwich, I should say. I almost said family. And then he starts David Bowie Fame. I look at Doug Benson. I go, should we play this one out? Because I really like that song.
Great song.
Came out on this date in 1975. And then what'd you say?
This is a great chance for us to have a little quiet time without
All the noise or something?
yappy yapping.
He goes, hey, man. Can we-
Yappy yapping the sandwich man.
He goes, hey, man, can just me and you do a little time before all the noise comes back?
You can't finish the sentence without Vic having some trivia about it.
Lewis, are you laughing at that? Oh, hi, Vic.
Vic's back.
Hi, Vic.
Hey, Vic.
Sorry, I was out here walking amongst the fucking shattered
Tell
wasteland.
us, just tell us off the top of your head what you know about the song Fame by David Bowie.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Oh shit! John Lennon wrote it, or he's on it with him. Who's in the background? Just maybe in the I don't know. There's a John Lennon Bowie, but I'm known that might be Young Americans or another
You were
one.
supposed to come in with your confident.
No, I don't know
just
shit.
Know
You
it
threw
all.
me off. Look, walk around out here and come in here and feel happy.
This is the only happy fucking space in this
No,
whole
but I just went to
floor.
get ice and came back. They're gutting the fucking building as you're walking through here. So
Yeah.
if I had a minion job out here, I would not want to be sitting out there amongst the fucking rubble.
Right.
I'm sure there's some sort of technology transfer that's happening, Eric.
Yeah, they're rebuilding this whole thing, and they're all those people that have desks
Yes.
are compact in one conference room upstairs.
That makes sense.
One
Yeah.
conference room that
That's
they're
right.
putting all those people in?
Exactly.
You know those documentaries when they show you animals not being cage free? That's what it looks like.
I'll go old school racism. Does the term Chinese fire drill remind anybody of anything?
That would have
There's no
been-
room to do that.
Wait, they're squeezing everyone into a conference room?
If you get a chance there the next break, go upstairs and look.
That'd be a
I don't-
great episode of The Office if it was still a thing, like where for some reason everybody just has to share a conference room.
Oh, my
Like,
God.
everybody in the office
Right.
is just all sitting there
don't-
next to each other with, I guess, power strips and all their shit plugged in.
I don't feel bad about my hallway office anymore. I got
when-
space.
It's like when you set out raccoon traps and you come in the next morning and there's like 4 of them in the same cage.
Right.
That's what he's literally saying. And it is John Lennon.
What do you
John
do with
Lennon
them
is
when
my
you catch
fame.
them?
Relocate them.
Wait, where are you catching raccoons?
Oh, we got a huge raccoon problem at my girl's house in Cleveland. We've got an infestation.
Infestation.
We had to call Critter Getter.
Critter Getter.
Critter Getter is also in Cincinnati, and my friend in Cincinnati recommended, who I've talked to you about.
Right.
They pulled 27 coons off his property.
Wow.
They burrowed in underneath the
I don't
concrete.
care for that kind of language.
I know. I knew somebody was
just
going to
threw
make
his
this
hands
joke. Somebody make this joke.
did. Look at him.
Somebody please make this joke.
I think you just wanted to say coons.
Yeah, just.
Oh,
just-
hi, Carl.
Is
Carl's
it that
back.
much trouble to say rah?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. When you're from the South, that extra syllable.
raccoons?
We are talking about raccoons.
Rah, 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 rah.
2 updates before you go. Vic, one, you are right. John Lennon did write, was a co-author on this song.
And he's in the background singing.
Like
David
it.
Bowie.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
You
Number
see,
2.
you know your shit.
I said it.
And then so do you, Doug, because The Office did do an episode like that. It was called Work Bus, where the office was something was happening. They all had to be on a bus together. and work on it.
Okay.
See,
right, look at you,
thank
Doug
Eli.
Benson.
No, Doug Benson's good, man.
Well, I know he
You
knows
kidding me?
movies. I didn't know he knew TV as well.
He knows music. He knows art.
What
Doug
kind
knows
of
things.
Literature. He's
what
not
kind
a
of
guy-
nerd knows
Yeah.
movies but not TV?
Why is your slug line? Doug loves movies. You should be like Doug.
Well, you know, if
Doug knows
TV comes
entertainment.
into
Dogs
the
know everything,
conversation, and yeah, I know, and I think I know a lot about music, but I did not know that about John Lennon on that song. But it makes perfect sense.
He's actually singing
You
in
can
the
hear it.
background.
Yeah, you can
You
hear
can
his
hear him
voice.
at the
You
end
can
there.
clearly hear him. Yeah.
Ah, that's kind of cool when you find out like a big star was on someone else's song.
Well, I've told you those are my favorite. There's in Neil Young Old Man. There's a banjo in the background playing, and it's James Taylor playing the banjo in the back of Neil
what
Young's
the
Old
fuck?
Man.
I never knew that.
And then there's a bunch of them where, like on Stevie Wonder the other day, when You Haven't Done Nothing, the
Right.
song about Nixon, he says, if you listen closely, he says Jackson 5 sing, and it's a Jackson 5 going doo-doo-up.
Right.
And you can, if you listen, you can,
You can hear
once
it.
you hear him say it's a Jackson 5, you're like, oh, fuck, it's a Jackson 5.
Doug, this was what you're
Oh,
hoping.
that
this
brings
is-
me to an interesting point. Are we
Yeah.
out of ice?
No, right here, baby, right there. That's where do you think I was going?
Well, you
I
said
had to
you went
walk
to
through
get
the
some
sadness.
ice.
No, I walked through the fucking.
But I didn't know if it was personal ice or
No,
room
I'm
ice for
sharing
the
ice.
room.
I'm a drunk like you are.
Isn't that Bloody Mary mix fucking
It's the
delicious?
fucking best.
Do you-
It's
don't
the
you-
perfect blend of spice.
Don't you remember he said he went to get ice and it was it's just sad. out there?
Terminator 3.
So
I
you go
did,
for that
but I didn't
door,
know
it
if it
gets
was.
sad.
I didn't know if he's going to bring back a lot of ice, and he brought back one cupful. So
Well,
let's
let's
not
all-
get crazy.
As soon as you go through that door, everything turns into black and white. Right? What is that about? What are they doing to people around here?
No, it's fucking horrible.
Why
it is-
though?
but
This is
it
the
is-
easiest job in the world.
It is afternoon, which is the new overnight.
Nice radio pull, Doug Benson, on the radio pull.
Nice. But this is easy shit.
It's Trucker Dave, and we're with you till
You went
5:30
from
in the morning.
MOR to deserted highway.
Night court.
He's on the FM road, farm to market.
Oh, so back to the coon problem in Cleveland.
Oh, it's raccoons!
He started it, Carl.
She's got a cherry tree in her backyard that fruited for the first time. And again, take your
my
joke
God,
there. I
yeah.
just said fruited. Take a joke there.
For the first time.
For the first time. Fruited. TLC is going to have a show about it next year. So now the mother has this particular one. She was outside the other night and saw him. It's like 2 a.m. She's just out there sitting on her deck enjoying everything. And 4 of them were in the mother and the 3 babies were in the cherry tree eating all the fresh fruit. And so I'm like, call Critter Getter, and you can solve this in a second.
Wouldn't you want to just keep them around, especially if they have babies? That seems like
like pets, and we'll bring them inside and feed them with a milk bottle.
To
This ain't
check out.
goddamn Little House on the Prairie, motherfucker. They're a menace, like deer. They should be thrown in a paper sack, or better yet, a pillowcase, and just beat them to fucking death on the concrete of the driveway when you get them.
Wow.
But if it's $50 an animal to relocate them, $100 to come out and set out the trap.
Where do they relocate
They'll
them?
take them to the national
They're
park.
relocating them.
We're busting them into downtown Boston to attend public schools for the first time ever.
Let's get into this for a second. They're not relocating raccoons.
I hope they are.
No, they're
telling-
relocating.
Let's pretend.
They're telling people,
Fine.
we're going to
Good.
find them a happy
I don't
home.
care.
And then when they drive away, those raccoons are done.
Whatever. They're just
Somebody that's in that fucking business, give me a call now and say that.
The Cincinnati dude took 17 to 20 of them off my friend's property in Cincinnati.
Wow, really?
Because the deck is anchored in concrete behind their house, and it's a 4-foot thick piece of concrete. They dug down underneath there and tunneled underneath it like beavers getting, building a dam. And like I said, they came out the next morning, sometimes 2 or 3 of them in the same trap, and they carted them all off. And maybe they went to a camp and had fun and played Jesus for the rest of their life.
Bullshit.
Okay, or maybe they were thrown in a giant pillow sack and beaten to death somewhere. Fine, good, either way.
Or you just drown them.
Exactly, down by the river.
A little tub, a little sleepy time.
You're just going to do them one at a time, be extra mean about it.
No, you put them in a garbage bag, you fill it with water with a hose.
Yeah,
done.
but now if someone had a rabbit problem, Carl,
He wouldn't be able to
he
handle
wouldn't
this.
be talking like that, right?
I kind of like raccoons.
Why?
I like watching.
No, they're
friendly
nasty.
face.
No, that's
not
fine.
that.
They're little bandits of the forest.
Yeah, that's
Let me tell you
fun to
something.
watch
Their food
them
before they
steal
want
it.
it.
Wait, everyone's talking. Oh my
Sorry.
It's okay.
If you ever,
It drives those people nuts.
No, I
out
know.
there.
if you ever,
As
watch,
I was saying.
what a shit show.
No, he's perfect. He is absolutely perfect.
Pitch perfect.
God made him perfectly. Doug Benson. Doug
no.
Benson reason.
Oh, no, God. One of God's greatest accomplishments.
Back to you, Carl. Why do you like
Yes,
raccoons?
please.
We'll start with you. And
My
then-
whole life, I've watched raccoons come and steal food from like domesticated animals. Or if you watch them, they're a little fat and kind of stupid, and they grab food with their 2 front little hands, and they look like little human hands.
Yeah, they do.
And then they run away with their 2 hind legs.
Yeah.
It's the fucking
They're
funniest
so
thing I've
happy
ever
to
seen.
have this. It looks like the happy run.
Right? There could be a bear eating something. They'll fucking come in through the side, steal a little bit, and the way they run away is the funniest. I love them.
It's adorable.
It's
huh?
adorable. Look at them. Look how they run away.
Rocket Raccoon is a great character in the Guardians movies.
Sure, okay.
The little bandit face every time. You'd think some of them would have not a bandit face. You know what I mean? Like cats don't all have a Hitler mustache, but some do.
Kittler.
That's right, Kittler.
My neighbor had 2 Kittlers.
But look at how
Really?
cute that raccoon is. It's
Well-
cuter than those cats.
Well, the raccoon, I think, steals the cat in this
Watch
viral
one.
video.
See what happens if one of the
It
cats
grabs a
tries
cat?
To, I was going to say, see what
It's
happens
just
if
eating
the
the cat
cats
food.
interfere. No, these some bitches will rip your
Just stealing
face
the
off.
they're stealing the cat's food. That's it. And the cats don't have the balls to take
Yeah,
on
they're
the
not going to
raccoon.
do shit. Yeah.
7 million views for this?
Right.
Doesn't even have a good ending.
7.5 million views?
He's watching.
bullshit.
He's watching. He washes. Look, he takes the cat food, puts it in the water. He still washes the food before
Yeah, he
eats
washes
it.
the
He
food,
still,
yeah.
With his little hands.
With his little hands, like
With his
menace.
little
Dirty
human
cat
hands.
food.
Menace.
They have these
I'll
little
get my
human-
buddy Phil on the phone. He used to go raccoon hunting every year for Christmas. That's how he made his Christmas money. That's how he made his Christmas money.
Did you just say you're going to get that person on a phone?
I will
Wait a
get
second.
Phil King. I will
He has
call
a
Phil
phone?
King.
Breaking news.
He does. Landline.
Wait, breaking news.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Vic Henley had my wife and I at 12 o'clock at night outside of the Gotham telling us about how he used to sell flying fucking
My
squirrels.
brother did. My
Wait,
brother.
flying what?
Flying squirrels.
Fucking squirrels.
Sugar sliders.
You used to. What's it? They're called sugar sliders?
Me and Theo were having this conversation. It was a full-on hillbilly conversation.
My wife, her brain was leaking out of her fucking ears because she can't even process this.
I've never seen a flying squirrel.
Oh,
Please tell the story, Vic.
man, you got to get.
Where
one.
are they?
They're
Have
everywhere.
you seen an elephant fly?
I do. I'll sing that song. Now you're going to make me sing that song.
Oh, shit. Here goes Vic.
I do believe I've seen everything. I've seen an elephant fly. The magpies in Dumbo.
That's right.
Tell your flying squirrels.
Please, Vic.
I've told this before. I've told
Oh, then
I
tell
don't know
it
if you
2
said it on
times.
here,
No, okay.
I never heard it.
All right, look, sugar slider right there.
I've
That's
never.
picture.
Why?
Okay.
Why are they called sugar sliders?
Well, sugar slider, because they glide, they fly. They got the skin under their arms and they fly from branch to branch.
No, I understand the glider part. I don't understand the sugar part.
Right? Because they're sweet. Because they're sweet.
So sweet.
Look at that.
Look at
They're
how
so
sweet
Look
that
how
is.
adorable they
But
are.
you're explaining the glider part. That was self-explanatory.
That is a sugar glider.
So
Later tonight, I'm going to get me some sugar pussy.
Oh my God!
I forgot whose idea it was.
Yeah.
One of my brother. Okay, so when my brother Mike's like 15, there's a big swampy area down the side. Everybody wants hamsters and gerbils and everything. You go to Walmart and Kmart and get one for $1 or whatever. All right, well, with parakeets or whatever, basic $3 pets.
Do they get offended if you put them straight up your ass right there on the spot?
No, they don't care. They don't, as long as you lube, as long as you buy some lube in the pharmacy section, they could care less.
All of a sudden you buy a tube accessory and you do it right in the store.
There, right there. As long as they get their money, they don't care what's going on in pets.
We've got a human habit trail on aisle 4.
Right. Green line. Human habit trail on aisle 4. Green line. So,
Yeah.
Mike, they figured out, one of his friends, so nobody can afford this. They figure out, they find in the encyclopedia there, the mating season and when the females are pregnant. So they go down, they find the squirrel's nest, they catch them. They've invested they've built some sort of hillbilly hamster cage.
Right.
They bring the female home. She gives birth. They wait 6 to 8 weeks when they're weaned. Then they take the mother back, put her back in the woods.
Okay.
Now you got baby flying squirrels that are 12 weeks old, and you can start playing with them like hamsters and gerbils, and they're hand-trained flying squirrels, so they're tame.
Right.
They don't know they're not a wild animal. So now for about a year, my brother had a breeding operation going on in our house, and people, the redneck idiots, would come to our house and buy a flying squirrel instead of going to Walmart or Kmart to buy the gerbil or the hamster. Yes. So this goes on for a year. Now, as an 8-9-year-old, this is the greatest goddamn thing in my world.
Thing.
You know, so my mother is livid because she thinks there are rats running around her house basically freely.
Right.
And but we're also broke, so she's happy with the cash flow. So she's not too upset that this shit's going on. But we got him hopping around the house for about a year, and so he did tricks with them. He had a show where he could put food in one hand and they would jump to the other hand or run around his body and fly and do a whole thing. And so he's 7 years older than I am. When I was 16, flash forward 7 years, I get biology with Miss Gaines, Wanda Gaines. And Wanda Gaines, the first day of class, goes, "You're Mike Henley's brother?" And I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "Do you ever she goes, do you remember the flying squirrels?" I'm like, "Do I remember the flying squirrels? It was the greatest year of my life as a kid to have flying squirrels." She goes, "He came in here, he had a C+ in my class. And at the end of the year, he told me he was doing this. I didn't believe him. And he said, I will bring the flying squirrels in and do a show if you will give me bonus points. I'm trying to get up to a B from my C+. She goes, I'll give you a letter grade better if this is true." And she tells me 7 years later, I swear to God, I didn't think it was true. And he came in the next day with the goddamn flying squirrels. And
did a show for everybody.
And she had to move him from a C+ to a B+.
Did people?
And so people went crazy. They thought it was the greatest thing in the world.
Did people come back to the house going, "My flying squirrel sucks. I want my money
never.
back"?
No, there was never no refund. No, good question, but no, there were no refunds. No refunds on the flying squirrels. This is a fucking cash only operation.
That tells you everything you want to know about Opie.
So, no,
Hey man, my flying squirrel
something's
sucks.
wrong with it. I squeezed him too hard. He won't fly.
Stupid thing won't fly.
One of them
Doesn't move anymore.
Right. How far do they fly or glide?
Oh God, you can find video that we can post out in nature, probably a good 15, 20 feet at least, if not further.
I've never seen one in nature.
You know,
I have seen them online, but I've never seen in nature.
One got loose and we couldn't find it. This is how it all came to an end.
Yeah.
One got loose and we couldn't find it for like a week. My mother, again, she wasn't happy about any of this anyway. Now that one's not in the cage at the end of the day and we can't find it, there's a rat loose in her house and she's screaming at my brother and me, and I'm just laughing. And so we were sitting in his bedroom playing records one day, and in the middle of all this, and we heard there was like a weird sound coming on, and we figured out the fucker had crawled down inside the turntable and couldn't get out. Is where he was, and so I love this story. So I'm sitting there, so we had to stop the fucking music, take the goddamn turntable apart, get the flying squirrel out, and then take him straight to the woods and let him go, and then that was the end of it. The moment destroyed the cage, the whole hillbilly operation got broke down,
and that was the end of your small business adventure.
That was the end of Henley Flying Squirrels Inc.
That is awesome.
And then Beck wrote 2 turntables and a flying squirrel.
There's a destination.
I got one of our pals on the line, Stump Brain. He actually has raccoon stories. What? Mike
Everybody
Gay.
does.
Yeah, raccoons in the woods, they're not good. They look at my trash cans like buffets.
Yeah.
And they are nasty creatures. Not only that, about 2/3 of them or more carry rabies.
Yeah.
So, you can look at them and see how cute they are. If you get scratched, you're going to have a real party with the shots. And they're nasty little shitheads. But did you see the woman in New York who had one on the 6 train 2 days ago?
I think we have the video ready for us to look at right now.
There you go.
Subway rider. Go back to the headline.
Yeah, this
Subway
is
riders
wrong.
freak over woman feeding pet raccoon.
Yeah.
There's a mouse video too where everyone freaked out.
One chased me up 3rd Avenue about 6 years ago, and it was out in the middle of the night. I was running from him.
Right.
It's awful.
Why does she have a pet raccoon, Stump Brain? I don't feel like reading today.
She never says why she has it, but they're illegal as pets in New York because they're nasty little shitheads that carry rabies.
The video says that the other passengers are freaking out. Like there's not even they don't even pan over to any other passenger. It's just the raccoon.
Nobody's freaking out
it.
on that one. They freak out over the mouse. Nobody freaks out over a raccoon.
Yeah, he's a
eating out of
cutie.
bowl.
Right.
He's a cute raccoon.
Hey,
It's Rocket.
Hey, Stump
from
Brain,
Guardian.
while I have you on the phone, where are we at with the fake news and CNN? You think Zucker's done?
I wouldn't be surprised if Zucker got a little bit of a parachute, a golden parachute, because the tapes from James O'Keefe are just ridiculous, and they get caught.
Right. What are the tapes for the people that haven't heard them, and including myself? I truly haven't.
You haven't heard it, Ope?
No,
James,
I was fishing.
James
I
O'Keefe.
was in another world for a bunch of days. Go ahead, Stump Brain.
Yeah, you know the guy, James O'Keefe. He does all these hidden camera projects for his company, Project Veritas. He had somebody hanging out with a CNN supervising producer who fully admits on camera more than once that the whole Russia narrative is bullshit, and those are the words he uses, and says that the president of CNN says enough about this coverage of the Paris Climate Accord. Let's get back to Russia. And he admits there's nothing there. There's no evidence. There's no smoking gun. But the ratings have been popping ever since they've been doing it. So it's all about ratings.
Well, we do know that's part of the business, that's for sure. And that's the story where one of Trump's people is associated with a Russian bank or something?
Well, they've got several different angles they're chasing on this. Was one of Trump's guys tied in with a Russian bank? Did one of them get, you've got Flynn, General Flynn, who I think does have some problems, but he wasn't accused of colluding with Russia. He was just accused of doing business with Russia and not telling anybody about it.
Right.
And that's kind of a big problem, especially at the volume of business he was doing.
Right.
But in terms of collusion, they have proved nothing. Even Van Jones, one of the former Obama administration czars, who's now a CNN commentator, is on tape saying it's a big nothing burger. So
when did that
it
happen?
doesn't look good for CNN.
When did that happen?
That tape came out today.
And now there's like $100 million lawsuit that's hitting the table, right? Didn't you have that article up there, Louis? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Stump Brain.
That suit's coming out, and I'm sure you saw the Sarah Palin suit that she hit the New York Times with when they tried to tie her to the shooting of Jared Loughner shooting Gabby Giffords years ago.
Right.
That's popping now, too. So there's a whole bunch of backlash against news outlets on fake news and or irresponsible journalism. But
it's great timing now that they don't let the news cover press conferences by the White House.
Well, now, Doug,
Perfect storm. Doug's calling you on perfect storm, Stunt Brain.
Doug loves politics.
1993. Doug.
Here we go. I was 2. Let me hear it.
Bill Clinton starts an experiment to let cameras in the press briefing. It lasted 2 weeks, and then they said, nah, this isn't helping us out. We're not going to do it anymore. Nobody lost their mud.
Right, but then it eventually became, after that, it became a thing that is covered all the time, and that's how we've been doing it.
And TV has become extremely everywhere and important.
You know, thanks to C.J. Craig, we all know, in West Wing, we all know that...
Oh, my God. There's nothing like blowing your argument apart when you start reading
we know.
Craig.
No, we know that whoever does that job is supposed to be a direct mouthpiece for the president, and that Sean Spicer is probably not... cutting it with the president.
Not at all.
But he doesn't want to fire anybody because he doesn't want to admit a mistake.
Right.
So let's just not have cameras there anymore.
So he's in a quandary, right?
When you can fall back on Sorkin.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I think it's Trump. I think it's Trump trolling the press because he'll go out one day and let the cameras, and then one day no cameras.
Yeah,
and there's
does
no
not care for
requirement
them.
because they still get to talk to him, Doug. They still get to take down. They can record everything. They just don't get cameras.
Right.
I think it's Trump jerking their chain because
it's a
Jim Sciutto and Acosta don't get FaceTime on TV.
It's a dick move by Trump. You know that. He's
the master of the dick move.
He's the master of the dick move. He's fucking with everybody. You know, it's a dick move not allowing the cameras
Anybody
to roll.
that drives on their own fucking greens, you know what I mean, does not give a fuck about it.
But stunt brain, don't you think it's
Way
a
to go,
pussy move on the reporters to just say okay and not just insist on filming it till they get thrown out?
Well, they're all going to fight for their camera time because that's how they make their living. If Jim Acosta can't be on TV, CNN doesn't want to pay him all that money.
Right.
And so, there's plenty of print journalists in there who don't give a rat's ass about whether or not they're cameras. They're still going to file their stories. There's a couple hundred of them.
Right,
but there's 24 that
but
are
also
saying, wait a minute, we don't get to be on TV.
But also, we're not a reading print journalism country anymore.
Well,
wait, it felt like you were in the middle of a story about cheese. we had a quick silent game going on there.
That was fucking incredible.
I like the well.
Well, there was a pause. There was a pause. Not for effect.
But the reality here is exactly what you said. Trump is jerking their chain. Trump's a master troller. There's been a couple of presidents have said this is standard. Clinton didn't do it. Trump brings it back. It's a throwback move, but it is a move that's pissed off all the electronic media, but not the print people. They don't care. So it's just him doing what he's been doing for the last 150 days. He's been totally messing with their heads.
Right.
No, and it's all those moves. I don't get it. I think it's too much. I think he should have tried to chill a little bit more, and he could have kept a lot more people on his side.
That's the word's not in his repertoire. That's,
to chill a little.
No, he doesn't have a changeup. He's fastballs only.
That's
no curve,
100% right.
No changeup, nothing. Fastball only.
Right.
He's like, I want to be signing something or watching my favorite shows or golfing. Those are the only things I want to do.
He needs to work on a slider.
Rinse and repeat. Something. Screwball.
Something. Screwball. What are you nuts?
Let's go Valenzuela.
Right.
Oh, wow. Take you back to the screw jig.
All I'm saying with this Trump guy, I mean, just looking at everything.
This Trump guy.
Who?
Seriously, because he's almost not even a president anymore.
What's up with this Trump guy?
He's this mythical
fucking
figure.
guy. Who's this fucking guy?
No, because he's like fucking everything you do to him, it makes him stronger.
Guy.
Seriously.
Guy.
Vic's doing a lot of characters today. I love it. Yes, Carl. This fucking guy.
This fucking guy, Trump.
Yeah.
I think whatever it's like throwing fire at fire. They're making him more powerful by being this sloppy. The media with this guy, he does whatever the fuck he wants.
One of the guys at the Washington Post said that during the campaign, he's Godzilla. Every time you hit him with something, he just gets tougher and bigger and more powerful.
Well,
that is kind of what you're saying.
How about this number? He's the Hydra. You chop one head off and five grow back.
Yeah, he just gets
I think
worse
if that's
and
the right
worse
number
and
in Greek mythology.
Hydra. And the media,
Captain America reference.
and the media doesn't help.
Vic like that one. Vic is tickled by that.
I am. Tickled is the right word to use.
I think he's mostly entertained by the speed. We were both on the same page very
quick,
fast.
Very quick.
All right. Hey, Stump Brain, anything else in your world?
That's it.
Yeah.
No, I just got to catch raccoons. Just gotta take care of that.
You're pretty angry about the raccoons.
They're mean little.
And
fuckers.
now, hey,
Nasty little shitheads.
I got a stunt brain question.
Yeah.
So now, like some of the things, some of these big bills, especially like healthcare, like it's pushed to like October now or something, right?
It's pretty much off the table.
The earliest you'd get health care, if you get anything, is August, and I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're moving on to infrastructure and tax reform, and infrastructure will probably get the most bipartisan sponsorship.
It should.
It means money and jobs to the states, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, how about they work on one thing together?
Well, you would think that
one fucking thing, and infrastructure should be it.
And that's first. And, build good roads, fix the goddamn bridges,
right,
and protect us from invasion.
Oh, no, that's what I was confused about. October is when they've tabled the travel ban till October, but have put some of it into play anyway, even though the Supreme Court hasn't decided.
No.
Well, what happened was the travel ban was allowed to be in effect until the Supreme Court meets again, which is in October. And by that time, the ban, which is 60 or 90 days, it'll have expired. Right. So that's a moot point.
Weird.
They're arguing a dead issue.
That's so weird. So that's why they're like, let's wait and argue about this when it's not a thing anymore?
Yep. Yeah. That's the Supreme Court for you.
God bless America. I thought I threw in some Kate Smith.
That was not Kate Smith.
Another character. That was Katharine Hepburn as Kate Smith.
That was
God bless.
I heard drunk Vic Henley.
No, I heard Kate Smith. I heard Kate Smith in there.
I did not hear Kate Smith.
A little bit.
I heard a tranny.
I'm transitioning.
Stump Brain, you're a pleasure, my friend. Thank you so much. I think
Thank
that's
you guys.
it.
Enjoy the show. I wish I was there drinking with you and throwing chocolates around.
Today is a new day, my friend.
I got to put that on my bio.
We are just putting chocolates in our mouths mostly.
If you need to know, the chocolates are a lot softer today.
Huh? I wouldn't know.
I don't think they were ever hard. I think y'all just
just
got him.
What?
Y'all just
were
got
the chocolates hard yesterday?
Harder.
Stump Brain, thank you. It's at Stump Brain on the old Twitter and the radio show Stump Brain for the people out there that want more.
Yeah, noon to 3 on the Blaze Radio. Noon to 3 on the Blaze Radio. Join me.
There you go.
Noon to 3. Yeah,
right.
I can promote that.
That's perfect. Yeah,
I can promote
Hop
that.
off of that. Yeah. Come over here.
I can say that.
Yeah, he's going to be on way longer than we are.
Yeah, I could. Oh God, fuck.
Exactly.
Save me a spot on your show.
Can we
He's
come to the
perfect.
Blaze on
We're
October?
living. We're living on the Green Mile in here every goddamn day,
Christ.
and then he's over there sitting in a fucking lounging
Yeah,
chair.
you're going to be taking phone calls from us.
That's what's
very
gonna
soon.
happen. It's going to flip around. He's like, "Can I get Vic from Alabama? Tell me something about flying squirrels."
Wait a second. Green
Sugar
Mile.
gliders.
Green Mile means death row.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Says the movie guy.
I just thought
He's being sarcastic, Mike.
No, I'm not super into that movie, and I just thought it was more like it could be any kind of prison reference. I didn't know it was specifically death row.
There was bad green linoleum on the floor of that wing of the prison.
the Green Mile.
Yeah, that movie bums me out. I can't really deal.
I love that movie.
I got a little trivia about that movie. When I finally met him, I couldn't believe how much shorter he was in person, Doug.
Who?
Michael Clark
When you
Duncan?
met what?
Michael Clark Duncan.
The man,
Oh.
the man that Omarosa killed.
Wow, she was sitting on the couch that day.
Wait, what happened?
No,
She smothered him with a pillow. She killed
No,
him.
they were in
my
a
God.
relationship.
They were in a
No,
relationship.
They were together, and he died.
Yeah, we
but-
got to clean that up a little bit.
But she was on the show.
No, I know you are,
Joking.
but these.
She was on the show the day he died.
No, he came on the show. She sat on the couch. It was very quiet. They were dating. And then I think he dropped dead of a heart attack.
But she stayed out of it. She didn't get her big dumb mouth
I was
into the
surprised.
conversation.
Nope, we didn't really get much out
What
of her
were
at
you
all.
promoting? What was he in at the time?
Some horseshit movie. That
Oh, that one.
but they used some movie magic for the Green Mile is what I'm getting at. Obviously, he was walking on something, different. They probably had to like.
Oh, you're saying he's not as big as he appeared in the movie.
That's what I was trying to say. As tall.
5.
Yeah, he's a big fella.
Never mind.
6'5". Exactly.
What the fuck is going on? Opie's like, sorry, I was thinking of Kevin Hart.
Never mind.
I'm like, because I saw him one day outside, and I'm like, what?
Hey,
is
man.
fucking,
What
are you
about,
talking
was
about?
it Ving Rhames?
Was it Mario Von Peebles?
To my defense, he was sitting the whole time. So
Oh, my God.
Oh, he was a short sitter.
I have no defense on that. Oh my God.
Fucking jockeys are as tall as we are when they're in a chair.
He's 6. He's almost 6'6". He's a
He's
beast.
not 6'6" right now.
6'5" $1/4. Not right now.
Wow.
You gonna do with the dead body shrinking joke? That's what we're doing.
God, that is morbid.
I used to call Kevin Hart Bushwick Bill from the Ghetto Boys because they're both about the same size.
This year Halloween fell on the weekend.
I bet he loved it.
Damn. Oh, he did. He totally liked it. Yes. And I used to, from Office Space, damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
I never saw Office Space.
You know the song, Damn It Feels Good?
What?
What did Doug just do?
I did a skit, goddamn take?
I'm going home on the spit take.
Who says out loud? I've never seen Office Space.
Me, I've never seen it.
We're living
It's
the
even got
movie.
It's got amazing satire on chain restaurants.
He's fucking Stephen Root.
Because-
This man is Stephen
I've seen
Root.
that movie.
We're
Okay.
living
I thought
the
you meant the
movie.
show.
Because
The
Jennifer,
Office. My fault.
yeah.
You're talking about that movie's great with the guy that's like Opie with the stapler that they move into the basement.
Yeah, but also
Bro, my hallway office makes a lot more sense.
Jennifer
if you've seen
Aniston.
No, I've seen
Office
the movie.
Space.
Jennifer Aniston works at like a Fridays and she
Yeah.
doesn't wear enough flair.
Flare pins.
Yes. Gotta know that movie.
Yeah, this is when they beat up the printer outside, right?
Mike Judge is, like with Idiocracy, he predicted so much, and Silicon Valley is amazing. I love that guy.
That is a really good movie. I thought
King
you
of
meant
the Hill.
show. I never saw the show
of the Hill.
The Office.
The Office.
Yeah.
Well, The Office, Ricky Gervais or Steve Carell, both of them are brilliant. You should take a look.
I saw one episode of the Ricky Gervais.
So good.
He's really fucking good in it. And I saw one. It was great.
One episode of what?
Of
The Ricky
Office,
Gervais
of the
Office.
Ricky Gervais.
Oh my god! How do you,
You gotta watch
only
the whole-
one
you gotta watch
episode?
the whole thing.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
It was-
That's
my
a
wife
binge
was watching
watch.
My wife.
Stunt Brain, you still there?
No way.
Yeah, just enjoying the show.
Oh my
He didn't
God.
want to hang up.
He doesn't have a subscription to Sirius, so he can listen to the show if he stays on the line.
Oh, we used to get that all the time. Hey man, can you just keep me on hold? Keep me on hold for a half hour. I want to hear the show.
Just trying to enjoy the show.
Wow. All right, you're still there. Fuck.
Good pull on the track, E-Rock. Thank you. I love that
Holy
song.
shit.
I love
Did you
that
think
song.
Michael Clark Duncan was a little shorter in person?
Stop fishing for this. Nobody's going to agree
No.
with you.
I have trouble concentrating on him because I have MCD.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
Oh my god!
Can you be here tomorrow? Can you be here tomorrow, Doug Benson?
Yes.
He's doing the whole week.
That's the plan, the whole 3-day week.
It's called the week.
Everybody, people are like fucking asking me, like, why is this motherfucker only working 3 days? I'm like, hello, beach house. If you live in the tri-state area and have a beach house, you are not going to be here Friday or Monday.
If these guys wake up down the hall, then you guys could do a day or two.
I'm not coming in here if you're not here.
Oh, thank you.
Me neither, except if the money is good.
Correct.
Is there,
Yes.
will they pay
Yeah.
for parking?
Then I'll change around. If maybe we can find a Thai rock band that E-Rock and I can interview, then I'll come in.
E-Rock?
Hey, when do you do your show, E-Rock?
Sorry, we were talking about Office Space in here.
When do you record your show?
Sometimes it's recorded, sometimes it's live, but it's weekend 6 p.m. here on the
Oh,
channel.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not here this weekend, but
I'm doing my show tomorrow
I
if
still
you
want to
wanna.
do it. Tomorrow for real?
Tomorrow night,
What time?
7 o'clock. You pulling the Burt
I
Kreischer
could
on
stay.
me?
I
can't
might
do
be able
7
to stay.
o'clock, but Vic is in.
I may be able to stay.
Sorry.
I got a spot.
If you do it, I'll do it.
I got a spot at Gotham tomorrow at 9.
I don't think
so I could
Eric's
just
like
stay
begging
here.
for guests.
I got Ansel Elgort from Baby Driver.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I would love to come in, but I got theater tickets.
What are you going to see?
What show?
A Doll's House Part 2.
Doll's Eye.
What is that all
Lori
about?
Metcalf. She played
Yes.
Roseanne's sister.
Yep.
Very
She's
good
an
actress.
amazing actress. Every time I've seen her live in anything, she's always incredible. She won the Tony for A Doll's House Part 2, so I'm seeing it. It's
What about-
supposedly hilarious. It's like a made-up sequel to Ibsen's A Doll's
Gibson's,
House.
Yeah, right.
She stole the show, Louis C.K. show.
Right?
Holy fuck, that scene
Yeah.
was ridiculous.
No, she's amazing. I'm going to see her in person instead of doing E-Rock's show.
And if you want to look for something else, you got to see The Play That Goes Wrong.
I have seen it.
It's awesome.
so fucking funny.
Yeah.
It's so people that don't like plays should just give it up and just go.
It's such a compliment to British
It's
comedy.
so
Yeah.
entertaining. And I saw it from a cheaper balcony seat, and it was still great. Like, from no matter where you're sitting,
How do we get tickets for
it's
that?
amazing.
We don't have
It's
all
so
those,
good.
those people. Are
I
all
bet
gone.
you got.
Not anymore.
I bet
You got to get your own fucking shit.
I bet you got enough juice,
We're
Opie.
all done. We're all done, brother.
Goodbye.
If anyone
If anybody in
listening,
this room can't get it, you ain't getting it.
no, but hang on. Well, also the trouble with Broadway is you can get house seats, but you pay for them. You just get good seats, but you pay for them.
Right.
Like comp seats are like only the press really get those.
Well, we used to.
How'd
get
you
them.
see it?
I've done,
I
I've
had the
done what he's
cast on
saying.
my show, and
okay.
I got press seats. I was right there in the orchestra.
Yeah, but it is
awesome.
It is so good.
Really?
J.J. Abrams saw it in England and said, "I'll put up the money to bring it to Broadway."
While he was shooting Star Wars, he took a break, went, saw this play, and it was not doing well. I mean, it was doing well as far as reviews, but wasn't a lot of business towards it. And he said, I want in, I'm going to produce it, and then he brought it to the United States.
Yeah. I was supposed to go see it, but
you had to make a sandwich.
No,
it's so much fun. It's so much fun that it didn't get a lot of it didn't get a lot of Tony love, but it is so. It is so goddamn fun to watch.
Awards,
there
so.
actually is some goddamn good information passed on here in this fucking revolving.
What happened?
Lazy Susan of shit.
No,
I'm
he's just saying that. I'm saying that people should see the play that goes
yes,
wrong.
Exactly. These two started talking and actually said something.
I'm going to go see it. I'm going to buy tickets.
It's so damn funny. I can't wait to hear what you think of it.
You don't expect anything.
It's it's a performance of a play where everything goes wrong, and like after a few minutes of it, you're like, well, how much can go wrong? And it's so brilliant how you go at intermission, you're hanging out, and some of the characters are running around the theater because things have gone so wrong that like they have to fix shit during intermission.
Right. So even though the performance ends, stuff's still going on in intermission, like he said, but you don't know that it's part of the whole thing.
Oh, that's great.
It looks like shit is just falling apart and like this is a disaster.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Well, now people know it's part of the thing.
Yeah,
it's fine.
But it's super fun regardless of what you know about it.
Is it better than Phantom of the Opera?
Like I saw a little bit. It's like if Phantom, if the chandelier actually fell and crushed everybody. It's got like it's really physically impressive what they pull off, and like one of the actors, this probably even came up when you were interviewing him. One of the actors in the show, people are always like, we were so worried that you were going to get hurt.
Yeah,
because it looks so perilous what goes wrong.
Really? That sounds great.
Yeah, it's really fucking fun.
Sounds a little Strictly Ballroomish. Do you remember that one, Doug Benson?
No. Why?
Wrong?
What happens in that?
You know, because same thing, right? When you in the movie, when everybody's like, "Well, surely to God, this is not going to happen," and then it happens.
Oh yeah,
and they just keep doing that. That's a running thing.
Well, there's an old show from Broadway, and then there was a movie called Noises Off.
Yep.
Where you see a show that goes wrong on several different performances.
I saw that. That was amazing.
From several different angles. You see it from backstage and from out in the house.
Yeah.
But this is just, they're trying to just get through this one fucking performance, and you see it's just the performance. You learn all about the actors on stage from how they behave when the shit goes bad.
And when the actors are doing interviews, they're other characters. Like, it's not their real names. They have stage names, and then they have the characters they portray in this other play. So it's like 3 times removed when you're talking to these people. So you don't know what the fuck is real and what isn't.
It's good stuff. Go see it.
Me and Carl are bummed. We're not going to get to see it.
Why not?
Because everything went away.
Everything went away. I was supposed to take Alex Garnaschelli to this thing, and then everything went away.
But why did everything go away for you?
You guys both have money.
Yes, they have plenty of money.
You have money.
I know, but I didn't even know the name
buy a fucking ticket.
Now I know the name of it. I can buy it. I've been buying shit here for fucking 3 years.
I've got a guy that'll sit in line for you. I got to just pay him.
Let's get that done.
I got a number
and if you
in my
want,
phone right now.
BBC aired this last year. There's a 5-minute version they did that was on television. You can find it on YouTube.
No, I want to see the whole.
Yeah, you don't want to see that
play. Yeah,
no, it's.
I got a question for Carl. For real, why did everything go away for you?
Because I'm connected to you.
Right, shrapnel.
Yep.
Again?
Left a little
I used to be a
shrapnel
god
in his
around here
knee.
before you.
I like giving little pieces of the puzzle. I thought someone was in our inner circle, so we were fooling around, and it fucking backfired horribly.
Yeah.
And I'm in a world of hurt, but I cannot believe you are.
I am. Everybody hates me because they hated you for years.
Right. Oh, no. And the truth comes out at night. The truth comes out at night.
Even that guy.
The truth comes out at night.
It's
that guy.
The truth comes out
that guy.
at night.
That guy.
Yeah.
Who I got him his job because he lied on his fucking resume.
Hey.
All right.
Let's go back to
guy.
something uplifting. How about?
Well, now you got me fired up.
Hand me the ice. Give me the ice. Give me the ice. I got to work tonight, motherfucker.
How did that fucking guy hate me for years? I understand other people hating me for years.
I do too.
Yeah, I understand that.
I knew you for 8 minutes and I didn't like it.
The waiter at Butter pulls
Doesn't take long to come to a conclusion on you.
I'm at Butter with him. He goes to the bathroom and he goes, I hate that guy.
Okay,
He's automatic. He's automatic. He is automatic.
We didn't even have a waiter.
Don't apologize.
No, I understand. Some people hating me, but I mean these other ones.
I got hit
ridiculous.
hard. It's all my shit's gone.
Why you?
Because I'm with you.
You were good
Not
to
anymore.
him.
We're all breaking up.
You were good to him. I was very good to him.
This is going to be the Doug Benson channel
I don't
starting
know
Monday.
what you're talking about. Like, I've never had anybody. I mean,
It's a piece of the puzzle.
There's weird,
Yeah,
I'll give you
regular,
another piece tomorrow.
but
Doug.
people are,
weird
I mean,
regular job shit goes on in here, Doug Benson. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah, but I'm
Weird
just saying,
fucking
like,
regular
when I
job.
walk the halls around here, once they let me through, like,
Once you
like
get
no
in.
one says hi to me, no one says,
Yeah,
no
'cause
one
you're
looks at
coming
me
here.
like they don't like me. It's just all very neutral
That's smart.
for me.
Right.
You
I
must
mean,
be
you know.
you must be looking at the rug as you walk.
I get high or stare at the floor. I'm hit or miss. I'm hit or miss because of him also. I get, hey, how you doing? Or he's
I made
fucking
eye
nothing.
contact with Baba Booey the other day.
He was downstairs.
It
drinking.
worked out fine.
Cousin Brucey was hugging me in the elevator 2 hours ago.
Who's that?
He thought somebody you want to hug you, believe me.
Cousin Brucey.
He's been
Why
in
does he
here.
got really nice tits?
He's the right
You want a
height.
nice tit
He's
hug?
warm. He smells good.
But Vic has also witnessed how ridiculous this place.
It's completely
this place
fucking
could-
stupid.
It's
could
a,
be.
it's a corporation, right?
My second ex-wife worked here. I already know what's going on down
Here's
there.
the thing.
This is why I found podcasting 10 years ago, like when the second it
Oh, my
started.
God, it was so much better.
Because I've said anything I want for 10 years on it, and I haven't gotten in trouble for anything.
I was going to ask you, what was the biggest problem you had doing your podcast for 10 years? Advertiser, anybody reach out to you where you're like, fuck.
No, because advertisers, when they go, you just get other ones.
Right.
You just get ones that fit better. Like, because I've done ads for like shaving, these shaving companies with the shave blades and stuff. And, like people,
These shave blades and
people. Well, I don't want to say the specific companies. I don't
We all
want
know which one it is.
There's more than one.
He didn't say razor blades.
I've done more
said
than
those
one.
shave blades and
Those shave
stuff.
blades and stuff.
and whatnot.
I've done more than one of them, and they just, when we in podcasting in the ads, you put your, it's like
2 cents,
go
your
to the
personality.
website /Doug.
Oh, right, okay.
So they see who's coming in.
Right.
And when I'm like, hey, I got a really good shave from this company, people are like, you don't have a good shave ever. Your face is always semi-shaved or whatever.
Right.
It's just my thing. And I'm just scruffy all the time. I'm not about shaving.
Right.
But as long as it's working, so like the ads that reach my audience, they keep coming back.
Right.
I'm like, the people must actually be doing.
So the people
Squarespace or whatever it is.
So the people didn't want to get a shave because
a Doug Benson shave.
Yeah, because you're scruffy.
I'm just saying.
a lot of times,
I'm just saying, if I'm reading the copy and I'm like, hey, this is the best shave I've ever. I don't go out of my way to have a good shave. At most, I just take an electric razor and run it
But
around.
how about you change the copy around a little bit?
Well, you can do that, but I'm
What
just
company are we
more
talking
like,
about? Are we talking about the one if you have 100 pennies, it's a...
No.
What,
It
Dollar-
wasn't that one.
Dollar Shave Club?
There's another one. There's another one that's based on.
yeah, there's more than
$2
one.
shave
Yeah,
club?
there's one. There's
I'm
one.
telling
that's-
you, I've done a few of
$3
them.
Shave Club.
There's the one that's
I've
named
done a
after.
few of them because fucking shave clubs can't afford ads on real things. They have to. They have to pay podcast money
For their shave blades. for their shave blades.
There's the one that's named after Prince William's brother. There's one named after him.
I'm like, this razor, you're gonna love the handle. I haven't even fucking touched the thing.
We actually
Yeah.
had Dollar Shave Club. We like those guys.
I love it when you go
they're
off.
all
Really
nice.
I love it when you go off the script on the Steven Singer ads or any
Oh,
other
fuck
ad.
Steven
Or
Singer.
any ad, though. But when you change it all around.
We try.
I've seen you make a 1 minute thing fucking 3 minutes long and you're kind of shitting on it and it actually turns out to be better than any ad they could have written.
Yeah, because no one's listening to you.
No, right.
But
When
that's
you're just
part of what
when
they're
you're
looking
reading
for
words,
here and on podcasts is that like just to talk about it at length.
Correct.
Like as long as there's comedy happening, as long as the product's still being mentioned.
No, yeah. The first time I saw him do it a couple of years ago, I started laughing in the middle of it because it reminded me of that old thing of what you're saying, which is true and effective and works. And I'm like, I'd never seen him do it. And then one day he just went in here and I'm like, hello, you're gonna really? And he's
Do you have any more live reads today?
No.
Oh shit! I would
that's
ruin
going
the
away,
fuck
too.
out of
Going
it.
away.
Everything's gone.
Everything's going away.
Every time you go away, Hall & Oates, closing time, Semisonic.
That was good, right?
That wasn't bad, Carl.
We're having
You
a going out of
don't have
business
to
sale.
go home,
Friday,
but you
Friday,
can't stay here. I know what.
Or Jaws.
But you know-
Show
you know
me
what,
the
guys?
way to go home.
You know what,
I'm tired and I don't want to go to bed.
The radio business reminds me a lot of the restaurant business in the way that in the restaurant business you have two people. in that work for you.
Right.
People that make you money and people that take your money. Right?
Yep.
So you have a chef and people that they make the money, right? And then you have managers and stuff and they take your money, right? And it's so funny. Like a chef makes food and you sell the food and you make money. You're making money off of that person, the chef. Right. A waiter brings the food to the person. The customer pays him. You're making money. But managers, you have to pay them. Where are you going? What the fuck are you doing?
This is fucking radio. Just keep going.
Get the fuck out of me,
You don't
bro.
have to act like I'm doing anything unusual.
Like
just
you were
keep
gonna
saying
fucking take
what
your
you
dick out.
were saying.
I'm with Carl. You were
Did you
creeping
see how
around.
creepy
no,
that was?
He was lurking. It's a
That
lurk.
was a lurk.
It's a slight lurk.
He's still fucking lurking.
He's still on this side of you now.
Who looks that slow?
He's just trying to get
How
a
many
cup for
broke your
mixing.
eyes?
And we don't even know if his eyes are open. That's what makes it even scarier.
I don't want to look down and see if he has a boner. Can someone check?
It looks like he was just floating around the room.
No, I'm a big Creed fan. With eyes wide open.
I just heard.
No, just you were in a story. I can move. I can do whatever I want.
I'm too dumb
Just
like
tell
that.
your goddamn story.
I'm lost now.
He loves looking at shiny things.
Also, there's no ice in this fucking cup.
I'm going to get more ice right now.
I got ice in the cooler.
Oh, never mind.
Ice run.
I mean, otherwise I'm going to
Ice run.
Bring the cooler out.
It's right here.
Ice in the Yeti. The Yeti
Just
always
hand
has
it over to me. I was trying to do it with
Carl,
all you tell your story.
Finish your story, because then we'll go to break and kind of
So
regroup
what I'm saying is, in a
little bit.
restaurant,
Yeah.
the most problems I have aren't from people that make stuff. It's from the people that report to me that don't make anything, like managers and stuff. They create these dramas. They create all these issues to make their job
raison d'etre
relevant, right? Like everyone in my business, everyone that I employ that makes something doesn't have time to fucking bitch at me about something. You know?
Right.
Hey, chef, what are you doing? I'm fucking busy. I got to cut this cauliflower. He's making something. Then I go to my manager. Hey, how's it going? Oh, you got to hear this. Fucking Jimmy is talking to Timmy, and Timmy said this. I'm like, none of this makes me money. All the things that you say are costing me money. And I keep giving these managers more money to solve problems that they're making up, that they create. And the radio business has
We're in a commercial break right now, right?
And it's the same thing in the radio business. There's people that do shit, and there's people that complain all fucking day. All fucking day.
There's a lot of problems created in the hallways.
There's problems created. There's nothing going
lot
on
of
here. It's just a
nonsense.
bunch of people being
Right.
funny.
Human beings have issues with one another.
You think?
And yeah, and I'm telling you,
that's
I'm
why
telling
you
you, Opie, you're going to love podcasting.
That's why it's not smart to move a whole bunch of people into a conference room. That just makes it worse.
That's what he
Human
said.
beings
That's exactly
need
what
their
E-Rock said.
space.
Yeah,
The more the merrier.
gossip's more likely to happen in a crowd.
I learned.
Yes.
I learned the best. I learned the best techniques for meeting with people from this really successful restaurateur. He would.
What do you do? Grab pussy first?
No, he would meet. He would meet with everybody by themselves, and then he would create a composite. And he's like, and I said, why would you do that? I said, it takes you twice as long. He goes, when you murder somebody, that's what cops do, right? Because they want the truth. He says, the minute you put people together, all you're doing is making a bigger lie. Just keep people separate, talk to them.
Wow.
And you'll fucking get to the truth.
I like that.
I think that's
I
something.
like it a lot. All right, we got to take a break. When we get back, we got a firefighter axed for telling black woman to stop eating fried chicken. It's a news video. And we also got a college football recruit raising eyebrows with a racially charged T-shirt.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Could we find out on our journalism segment if they caught those people that punched that fried chicken lady in the face because the chicken was cold in Georgia? You didn't see that?
Oh, we already forgot about
Can I ask a
But
question?
did they catch
Yes,
him?
Doug Benson.
Can Carl have less questions?
Got Doug Benson in studio. Vic Henley. We were talking sports a little bit during our little break. Phil Jackson is out with the Knicks. He didn't really do much. No surprise there.
Lost 50 games a year for his all 3 years in office, so to speak.
Really? He averaged 50?
Yeah.
Wow, that's bad.
They lost at least 50 for the past 3 years.
But like, he had 12 championships before that or something.
Yeah, he had 9.
9.
11 championships?
11, sorry, right, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, 6 with Michael, and then 5 more with L.A. 3, because they did a 3-peat with Kobe and Shaq. That's 9.
But the Knicks
He's
are...
got 3 3-peats. No other coach has
It's
that.
really kind of saying he
Except
got,
for Red
he got
Auerbach.
lucky with his particular squads.
I mean,
right?
No, that's what everybody said.
He had
That's what
some
people
terri-
say, Doug Benson.
He had some terrific...
People are wrong, though?
I don't know.
I think he turned Michael Jordan around.
What do you mean?
Jordan was a ball hog for a while there, and Phil sat him down and said, "Look, you pass it just a little bit, it'll make all the difference in the world." Right, Lewis?
I don't know.
Lewis knows this
Again,
shit.
I don't know.
So then his, I don't know the exact numbers, but his average per game went down maybe 2 or 3 points, but it was everything.
That's
and then
what
they started
transformed
winning
them.
like a motherfucker.
Okay.
And a lot of people credit Phil Jackson for having that talk with Jordan, right, Lewis?
That's true.
All right.
The issue with Phil Jackson is that he is stuck on this triangle offense. And you could do that before when there was no zone defense able to be played. But now that they can play zone defense, that triangle really is obsolete. It's an old school form of basketball.
Makes
it doesn't
sense.
work anymore.
Old man needs to change his strategy.
He's still trying to force it, and no one wants to play it because it doesn't work.
And our boy Jason Williams blew him up last week with falling asleep during the workout. That was a major breaking story that Jay Will broke on ESPN on Outside the Lines with Bob
Who
Lee.
was working out for the Knicks and Phil
He
Jackson?
won't say. It's a top 15. Somebody that went top 15 in
was
the
working
draft.
out for the Knicks, and Phil Jackson was in there.
He's on
and he
the
was
nod.
sleeping.
He's on the nod and not on the good nod.
Did that ever hit the papers?
It was everywhere. Oh, the
It
next
went
day.
everywhere. Okay.
The next day.
But Jay Williams, who hasn't done the show in a while,
He blew it up.
Jay,
He's busy. He's busy.
I know.
I told you to call him that day. When I saw it at 1 o'clock, I'm like,
we've been texting, but his career has just blown
he's
up.
busy, man. Yeah.
Jay Williams has blown the fuck
Well, he
up,
knows what he's
and
talking
I'm happy
about.
for him.
Yeah, he's got a great perspective.
Really
That's
happy
what he's
for him.
I'm sorry, Carl, that the ice was in your seat. I'm more interested in the ice.
For the people listening at home,
The ice is more important to me.
the
Fucking asshole,
Yeti.
move my sandwich.
The Yeti. No, I'm eating the
No,
other
he
half.
didn't.
of the
He's
sandwich.
eating it.
I'm eating the other half. of
You're
this.
done, right?
Yes.
I'm done.
You
Yeah,
don't know.
we thought
Don't
we
worry
were
about me.
finished.
Don't start worrying about me now, Ben.
I went half a
I
ham.
worry about you all the time.
Well, but I mean, the Knicks are a lost
all I
cause, as
do.
we all know, because of Dolan, who you don't like.
I
that.
just and the fact
despise
that
him.
He was the fact he's playing. He does that shitty, which I did not know. Thank you on this show, learning that he has the rich man's disease where he plays in a cover band and he can hire enough musicians to play with him anywhere and pay him a whole
plays
bunch of
gigs
money
all over Manhattan.
So he's at City Winery on draft night downtown. First of all, I don't think there was about 40 people showed, so he only made. A gross 1,000, probably cost him $3,000 to put on the show there himself. But somebody was asking him they were heckling him during the set.
Right.
Like yelling at him, saying, "Why aren't you at the draft?" And he was yelling back, "I don't care about the basketball team." He's on record saying, "I don't care
For real.
about the basketball team."
He wears a nice hat though when he performs.
But he's a fucking dick, and they are never going to win when he's the boss. It's just going to be a toxic Avenger times 50.
And they're never going to win with Carmelo Anthony on that team,
That's
as we all
it's
know.
a combo.
Most of us know that, and I will give him his props. He's a great player, but he's a ball hog.
I like the fact that
Ball hog.
we did bring up in here somehow the Rangers win under this umbrella, and then somehow the Knicks are perpetuated to the River Styx for the rest of their
And Carmelo's saying if they buy out his contract, he'll go to the Rockets. So that'll fuck up that team. And
CP3.
No,
he's right.
It's not even a joke.
CP3,
Lewis, help me out with this.
CP3's going today.
Chris Paul
Today.
Chris Paul was
picked
trading.
up to he's going to the Rockets. So that team got better, and now Carmelo Anthony wants to go that way. If
And
the
that
Knicks
will,
buy out
that
his
will
contract.
totally counteract that.
Of course it
If
will.
they just had 100% positivity today,
of course.
if that idiot shows up, it will be 100% negativity the other way. It ain't going to fucking...
Great player, but individual
sure,
player,
whatever.
but he's not a team
Fine.
player.
No.
Yes, Carl.
Well, I know you know, guys. I'm a little light on sports. Like I don't know a lot about sports.
Right.
But I have a sports story.
I didn't mean to say your name so angrily.
It's okay. We're all angry at Carl. We're tired of his shit.
Why? What did I do?
I'm just fucking...
We're all like
See
Rick.
how it feels?
We're all like Rick on Walking Dead. We're wondering where our son is. Carl!
You rock like that.
They don't watch that show. They don't know.
Well, Walking Dead. I like that show.
You do?
I'm a giant fan of Walking Dead.
Oh, I had no idea.
I love anarchy shows. Like you know what I mean? Like see what people really are when the fucking cops go away. It's great. I love it.
What
It's
about
messed up. That show really pulled a fast one because AMC, is a pretty prominent cable network, and there's nothing more violent on television, and it's people killing people. Like it started like they were killing zombies, so like okay, we'll show this and we'll get advertisers.
Yeah.
because it's just dead people getting shot in the head.
it's just zombies.
But now they're killing the living people are killing each other very violently, and it's still on TV because the ratings are huge, the advertisers are happy, and violence doesn't bother people as much as nudity or stupid swear words.
You want another good show with good violence? Preacher is back for season 2, and those first 2 episodes are so violent.
Yeah. No, AMC is definitely just
Can I watch Preacher now, or do I have to go all the way back to like the beginning?
Yeah, you have to watch the first season.
I think every episode of that show is so entertaining you could jump in at any point.
What's it based in?
Thank you, Doug.
But at the same time,
I like Cliff Notes.
You should watch it from the beginning.
You
just
should
'cause
watch it.
they're
It's a
all
short.
good.
It's a short first season.
Cliff's Notes.
Is it Cliff's?
It's always yes.
Yeah,
That's where everybody
people
fucks
change
it,
it
up.
to Cliff Notes.
Yeah, everybody
right
fucks
away.
that up.
like to talk
Because
my
there's
sports
nothing
story.
like taking something that shortens the length of books and shortening the name of the thing.
So it makes sense to call it Cliff Notes.
It totally does.
All right, thank
It's
you.
for
It
people
should
that
be.
are in a hurry.
It really should be Cliff Notes instead of Cliff's Notes. You're back to your
Cliff's Notes.
first-
I did not know that until this
First
very
of all,
moment.
what's the premise of Preacher?
Preacher, it's based on an old comic book graphic
yeah.
novel. It's
Okay.
about a preacher that inhabits this spirit called Genesis, which is a creation of an angel and a demon having sex.
Okay.
Created this thing.
The Spawn.
And
We'll be back with more of It's Eric Nagel.
weekend, 6 p.m. Eastern.
He got the time
I
in.
really wanted to know. He did get the time in.
No, I
But
want to
it
know
takes
too.
place in a little town, and well, now they're on a road trip, but it takes place initially in a little town in Texas.
Okay.
And now
It's
they're on the hunt
funny
trying
and
to find God.
violent
God's
and-
somewhere on Earth as a human being, and heaven's looking for him. They can't find him, so now
Okay.
they're
Did they
going
try
around.
the White House?
That should have been Paul's joke.
No, that's why I added the hill.
That was a joke from Nepa.
No.
All right, back to your sports story.
So, big sports story.
Yes.
I love that.
Doug hates everything.
I stole that from
He loves everything.
He's like an angry drunk.
David Allen Greer used to be on Adam Carolla regularly when I listened to Adam Carolla on the radio, and like he would just do that to everybody, just a heavy
everything?
snore about everything, but always like, no, tell me, and then like we did
do it
yesterday,
again.
the fucking second one, it's so brutal.
It's all about the second one.
Yeah.
So, Carl.
It's
anyway.
like Opie and his fucking hanging up on people.
Yeah.
It's that second time you hang up on them that is really gold.
Being friends with Opie, being friends with Opie, a lot of shit goes away, brother.
Whoa, what about the good things?
Let me tell you something.
about the
Hey,
good
pretty good things.
And I'll tell you this: I lost a lot of stuff, but I learned a lot of stuff. And you looked out for me, and thank you very much. You're a good dude.
All right, thank you.
Wow.
We're all hugging
Listen
now.
to that.
Everybody's friends.
I'm gonna fucking
What's
fix my.
all-
I'm gonna fix my posture on that one.
Straighten up.
Yeah.
Straighten up and
So
fly
let me
right.
tell my sports story.
Okay.
All right.
Your what story?
My
You have
sports
to. Back
story.
to his
Yeah,
sports
let's hear your
story.
sports story.
So ESPN gave me a call, and I'm going to be the chef for their football thing, that fantasy football thing. Draft, and I'm going to be doing. You're going to do. The
This is more of a.
Fuck. I thought
This
you were
is
gonna
more of a
start.
food story.
I'm sorry, I'm excited.
So I was going to check
excited.
out, but I'm in.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be on ESPN, and for me, I'm really excited because Sirius can't take that away from me. That's awesome.
By the way,
very cool.
someone's saying it was Joe Jackson who fell asleep and not Phil Jackson. What the hell is that about?
What?
Nope, Phil Jackson.
It was Phil. All right, I'm not even going to go.
Joe
to the call.
Jackson
Joe
is,
Jackson fell
Yeah, I know
fell
who
asleep
Joe
during one
Jackson
of his
is.
own shows.
Sunday Papers.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good. Lewis, anything else in sports? That was about it, right?
Yeah, nothing too crazy going on.
What about the T-shirt?
Oh, the racist T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or did you hear the on now? This is sort of sports related on Monday Night Raw because it's wrestling. It's not real,
That's
so
not
that's
sports.
where we're elbowing in sports. But
wrestling.
Sports entertainment.
the guy from the Lakers number one pick,
Right.
his dad was on Monday Night Raw. LeVar Bell, whatever.
LeVar Ball was on
Balls.
Monday Night
Okay,
Raw.
right. And his
Yes,
and
he was wrestling The Miz, I believe.
And he's got two kids, the 15-year-old and the 17-year-old, the other two younger brothers,
Right.
are courtside, and they got one of them on the mic going, "Whip that nigga!"
Yeah. Jesus, Vic.
It's something. Well, I was doing a
Hey,
bad.
dude, it's like the last month of school. Fucking do whatever you want. Throw erasers.
It's like the last month of school.
But no, they
Yeah,
got
it's the
him
last
on
month
there.
of school.
Yeah, they got
And
the
I already
kid.
did well on the SATs.
Yeah, we're good. You're going to
good.
college.
Already been
I got
accepted.
my acceptance.
All right.
Louis, if you want to come with me to ESPN, you're more than welcome.
I would,
Whoa,
I would
hey.
love to come to ESPN. Straight to Connecticut?
To the campus, as they
Right.
call
Oh,
it.
I would go in a
You gotta go to
heartbeat.
the campus.
Please let me know.
Didn't the old man tell one of his sons he's not going to make it into the NBA?
Yeah, he's doing that just to hype him up and
To-
make sure he works his ass
Oh,
off.
to motivate him a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's one of those fucking fathers.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about how you felt about him because you have kids. If your kids grew up to play sports, would you be like this guy where he's out being
Christ.
Because it seems to be working in some
Would you be the
in some
sports
ways.
dad? Would you
God,
be the over
no.
crazy sports dad?
I think if you keep it fun, that's really important
You're not
because it
paying
gets in
attention
there.
to this. You're all right.
What?
Would you?
I wouldn't pay any attention.
I
to
think
this.
he's
This is
I think
stupid.
he's a fucking
No, he's a clown.
dick.
He's more of a distraction than he is
Right.
an asset.
Would
in
you
any way,
worry
shape, or form.
about your kid getting a concussion? Tell the truth.
Did you see where they're thinking about flag football? They're going to start a flag football.
I'm telling you, they're saying that people are going to stop letting their kids play football.
And they've already started that.
What's his
Yeah.
name?
Yeah.
Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco. What's his name from 49ers? Crazy. What's his name?
Vernon Davis?
No. Crazy man. Philadelphia Eagles. Terrell Owens.
Yes.
Terrell Owens and Chad Johnson and a bunch of them are going to have a quote unquote Michael Vick, and they're going to have an exhibition flag football game to see if people might pay money to go watch this version to compete with it. But no, they're doing something. They're going to see who's throwing out money.
They will always line up to play in the NFL, knowing what's going to happen to their bodies after the fact.
Jeff
Did you see the
Garcia-
1985 Chicago Bears 30 for 30?
Yep. Oh yeah. With crazy man McMichael. Is it McMichael? that I'm
Jim
thinking of?
McMahon,
Yeah,
the
sure.
quarterback.
I'm also, but Steve McMichael also
Yeah.
is in there.
They're all sorts of fucked up. Those guys.
Right. This is the NFL or Jimmy Clausen, Jeff Garcia, Justin Forsett. They're trying to start the American Flag Football League.
It ain't going to take off.
So,
This is an awful idea.
well, all the money's going into the professional women's field hockey league, so
Yeah.
nobody's going to be throwing in cash.
Christ.
into this
as long
stupid-
as there's 8-year-old kids willing to go die for America, there's going to be football.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it just the glory of it is incredible.
They
to
will
be in
line
the
up.
NFL is
They will
incredible.
line up to
what's
be
it
in the
gonna
NFL.
become? Like it's only the impoverished are playing.
The
Like,
problem
it's gonna
is it
become like Running Man or
The problem is
Hunger
it
Games.
makes too much fucking money for them to change the formula too much.
Right.
So
right,
not.
but they're making their NFL revenue is down.
True, a little bit.
Cities are fighting back a little bit against the idea of paying for these amazing stadiums. Like they're all tax dollar.
Yeah, sure. The taxpayers.
We learned
pay for some of
yesterday
that
from
shit.
our friend from Bar Rescue that the NFL is a fucking nonprofit.
That's right. We learned that.
Holy shit!
someone actually, I learned that on this show a couple of years ago, or within the past 2
Oh,
years.
a few years ago.
Someone
Aren't you
called in.
brilliant? I learned it yesterday. Give me a break.
I love belligerent Doug. He's my favorite.
Oh my god! I forgot what Tito's does to Doug. That's why I was trying to hold the bottle back
I
a little
didn't
bit.
know.
A little bit.
Give it to him.
Oh, I know it's
Give
done.
it to me, baby.
And then he
It's
noticed I
over.
was holding the
I
bottle
will-
back. He's
I
like,
will
"Hey
yell
man,
at
where's
you."
the Tito's?"
Give me my Tito's. I'm like Popeye without his spinach.
He was so mellow.
Spinach.
A mere 2 hours ago, he was so mellow.
Like he's just staring at me. I can feel the side of my face. Is
I
like,
still come at you when I have.
Oh, yes,
drinking.
you do. Let's say hi to Steve in Detroit. Steve, go ahead.
Goodbye.
How did that brutal, mean group there let Carl pass off a sports story with "I'm cooking hot dogs at a tailgate"?
I think we just felt sorry for him.
Just a plug.
Yeah.
It's a blatant plug, and we knew he's a shill.
Carl's been through a lot. We
Yes.
gave him one.
Right.
I lost a lot of shit.
We gave him one.
I was blackout drunk when he told that.
I love Doug. Man. I'm bringing a half gallon tomorrow. I'm bringing the handle of
We're
Tito's.
bringing a handle.
I'm bringing the handle tomorrow.
I hope this is true. Chuck in Delaware, go ahead.
Hey, it's Lucky in Delaware, but I'll take Chuck.
right.
There was a story that I was sharing with your producer. It's out of Washington State, and I'm hoping it's true as well. But I forgot to fuck Mary. So fuck Mary.
Fuck Mary.
Right.
But it is a youth soccer organization, and they play soccer without a ball. And it is
my God, we got
it
the
is
story.
to reduce the risk of competitiveness because they think competitiveness is a bad thing.
No way.
It is. I'm boys with Carl on the face mail. Carl, what's up, man?
What's
You're
up,
awesome.
brother? Nice to see you, man.
I can send it to you all, but
Ballless
yeah, it is.
soccer.
Ballless
Just because
soccer.
It doesn't mean it's true, but it's got so many fucking legs, and it is. No offense, Doug. It is out there in the left coast, little folks are a little bit more soft
I don't
out
take
there.
responsibility for the whole.
He's blaming everything.
The whole West Coast.
He's blaming the whole left side of the country on
I mean, I
Doug
love
Benson.
it if it's like like a improv class decides to pretend to play soccer, but like if soccer players are pretending there's a ball,
Wait,
that is insane.
Oh, ballless soccer.
Ballless.
Oh, I thought
Where
Caitlyn
they-
Jenner was going to be joining the league.
Opie, it's where they all pretend there's a ball.
Oh, right.
So everyone could be a little bit more friendly,
creative, imaginary.
That makes awful.
I would say
fucking
so they could be
adults.
more flamboyant.
So they could use their imagination.
But I think they'd be like, I kicked it over there. No, you kicked it over here. Ball kick, just right into somebody's nuts.
Let me talk to the older people now, because I've been around long enough to see when you have kids growing up with no competition, what happens. They come into the workplace with their fucking parents and expect everything to be handed to them. They don't understand they got to still fight and compete for their status at a job.
Right.
It is
I
happening
know
in all professions.
You've been against participation trophies since 1902.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and
no. But I've changed that a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Like I don't mind if you give everybody a trophy for playing in a soccer league. I really don't. But you got to still
Good job
acknowledge. You got to still
playing.
acknowledge the ones that were
this is the
exceptional.
best.
Yes. Because if you didn't win, but you're walking home with your parents with a little trophy at the end of the season, you're still happy.
Right.
But for
Right,
the kids
but
that are
this thing, they're going to give the trophy the person who mimes the best,
It's funny you said that. Opie.
the person who makes the best memes.
So at my kid's graduation, my kid's 11, right? So he graduated like 5th grade or some bullshit. Listen.
Anytime you can get E-Rock through the glass is always good.
So my kid's
half the time he looks dead in there.
Someone poke him with a stick. So listen, my kid graduated.
Great story, ice.
Holy fuck! What happens to this guy?
He turned into Judi Dench.
Judy,
Pass me the ice bag.
Yeti, give him the Yeti. Hurry,
You
give
give
him
me
the
the
Yeti.
whole bag. I don't need you to do anything to it.
Don't you dare drink the rest
All
of
right,
that.
go to your story, your cute little story.
My kid, I'm at his graduation.
Thank you, Chuck. We're
5th
done with
grade,
you.
Right?
I appreciate it, though.
Graduation
Yes, go.
5th grade, so they're giving out the awards, right?
Yeah.
So they're giving out math awards. And everyone in the school knows there's this one kid, he's like a fucking computer. You know what I mean? Like this.
Kurt Russell, computer wore tennis shoes,
Nice.
Disney,
Good call.
1964.
Very good.
Wow.
Right. Exactly.
You like no movies and
Either
shit.
the precursor or the sequel to There He Is, There He Isn't.
Now you see him, now you don't. And
That's what I
they
said,
finished
same
the
thing.
trilogy with the strongest man in the world.
Guys! So they start. So here's the new participation trophy. Check this out.
Do you understand what just happened in front of you?
No, I don't speak nerd. I don't know what the nerds are.
That was
fucking-
amazing.
That was crazy good.
Wow.
Oh, I like girls. Listen. So listen to this.
I like girls.
That was
like
a good
titties.
sandwich.
I just fuck old Disney movies. No pussy.
Yes.
So this is a new participation program. They sneak it in.
Oh, it's an NPP?
Watch this. So I'm sitting there, and they start giving the
Yeah,
awards
you
out. They
know
go
me.
for math they do a national exam.
Right.
So they start going in the 30th percentile. I'm like, what? Not like 40th percentile. I'm like, what? I'm like, these kids are dunces. Like 40%. That means he fucking sucks.
Why aren't all these kids in the corner?
So all of a sudden, all these kids are going up for these math things, and I'm like, you're in the 40th percentile. You're garbage. You're not good at math.
Right.
And then the one kid, he
Would you
was
be
like,
happier if they beat him with sticks?
I think they should fucking set him on fire. But, but I don't run a school, so it doesn't matter what I think. But there's one kid.
Yeah.
There's one kid that's like in the top 2 percentile.
The human computer you were talking
Yeah,
about. Okay.
so he got the same. They should throw a fucking party.
Yeah.
This kid's like a fucking iPhone.
They didn't bring
You know
him
what I
out
mean?
at last and
They
say he
brought
was
him
the
out
best
last year,
one?
and they're like, and Mr. Whatever with the 2%, and it was the same type of shit.
Oh, so he didn't, right.
Then my kid, who doesn't, like, with a crayon, he did the same fucking test. He got a 0, and he was up there with a trophy, too. Doesn't make sense.
I don't think it makes sense at all.
No, it doesn't.
You got to be a good parent. Parents don't want to do parenting.
Yeah.
So they don't want to deal with that, a kid crying and not understanding, and so you'd rather get everyone happy all the fucking time.
My girl,
instead of having that tough conversation with your kid, like maybe you got to practice harder, or maybe this sport isn't for you, but maybe this sport will be, or maybe you should go into music.
But that's life.
Of course, that's why it's not smart. The rest of the world isn't playing by these rules, man.
These kids get shocked and they freak out, and that's what happens.
My girl's son, one of them, is he just graduated this year into the level of Little League where they're keeping score now.
Ooh.
So the past few years, this bullshit just ended. Yeah, and she said she sent me a text the other day. She goes, I don't know if it's because of this, but this season is my favorite season because I am fully engaged in paying attention to the game.
Right.
And the kids do not give a shit about winning or losing. They like it too. She's like, everyone is more focused and paying attention and really into the baseball than when they were all getting to bat and all getting to score and everybody got to pitch and everybody got to hit a home run. And she goes, I don't know if what y'all been talking about for a few years is actually happening, but this is my first year where we're keeping score, and it seems to be a whole lot better. And the kids seem to really be liking and not traumatized or devastated because they lost.
Right.
Human beings like to fucking
It's a goddamn game. You win, you lose. It's a game.
My son will not
You're still
play
getting a hot
video
dog and a
games.
snow cone at the end. Let's fucking go.
Well, thank you for saying that, because
Carl Ruiz likes to lose.
I didn't even think he was paying attention to that. I think it's amazing, this guy.
He's not going to sleep.
No, you brought something up.
He's not going to sleep.
You brought something up. You brought something up in there that's really important.
I'm going to bring a bottle over his fucking head.
All I do all day is wait for opportunities. Just because I'm looking at my phone doesn't mean I'm not waiting.
You're lying in wait.
Yeah.
No, you brought up something, though. Ice cream solves everything.
Yeah.
You cry a little bit, and then your parents bring you to an ice cream truck. You're pretty much forgetting that you just lost a game or got your ass handed to you on a
But that's a
baseball
classic
field.
example
But it's
of
true.
what happened with Paul and all of us here this week with the chocolate war.
Right.
Is that when you buy someone an ice cream for winning a baseball game, you should smack it out of their hands.
Oh, I thought you were talking about having an imaginary box of chocolates that we could all enjoy. Wait, how do you play imaginary soccer, by the way?
It's stupid.
It's a bunch of losers on a field
fucking
losing.
crazy.
But who
unison.
decides where the imaginary ball is?
for a
The main
while.
loser. Fucking, this
Could
is
you go back
madness.
to the story?
They should also have a class where you sit around pretending to
here
talk
it is.
on a cell phone
Here
that
we
you
go.
don't have.
All right, here it is. Here's the story. I got to know how this works.
It works if you go me bicycle kick goal, me bicycle kick goal, me bicycle kick goal. That's how you play this
I bet
game.
you, but then I bet you there's a problem because one kid is deciding where the imaginary
It's
ball
like
is, and
the
then they're like,
Dungeons and
"Why does he get
Dragons
to
of
decide where the
professional
imaginary
sports.
ball is?"
He's right. It's D&D of professional
Those are the
sport.
weird kids. I bet you everyone in that field has a fucking peanut allergy, and they're fucking sitting there.
They have jelly sandwiches for lunch.
Those are the jelly sandwiches, kids. Nobody likes them. Don't play fake soccer.
Where the fuck did the peanut allergy come from?
It came from their parents having kids when they're 90, these fucking mummies.
Whoa, hey,
Mommies and daddies.
hey! I'm still debating if I'm gonna have another one. Hey!
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
All right, let's hear this story.
Shit.
Yes.
Got this email from a verified viewer who sent me a link that
thank
just
God.
plainly said, please tell me this is fake news. It was a link to this video of kids purportedly in Olympia, Washington, playing organized soccer without a ball.
Foreigners.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Here we go.
Here in Olympia, we've been looking at how competition impacts youth. And
It's like a sketch from Portlandia.
Yes,
it is.
I hate her.
Well
I don't know,
said, Doug.
I don't know who this lady is,
Well
and I
said.
hate
Fuck
her
yeah.
bones. I hate her hair follicles. I hate everything about her.
This is fake. Right?
It's not real?
This is real.
I mean, this lady
made
seems
the
like
news.
a character in a
But how do you know if the
Did
news
they-
guy
I
wasn't
hope-
in
I
on
hope
it
they-
and
I
fake?
hope
Just
they
keep
tricked
playing
somebody.
it.
This
'Cause-
lady's
'cause
got
she looks like she's playing a
got
character.
fucking streak
No,
of
have you
gray
ever
in
been
her
to
hair.
Washington State? They fucking look like this. Everyone's
Psychotic smile.
Everyone in Washington smells like patchouli oil and piss.
Wow, if you were a caller, we would have played the silent game.
That was a bit harsh. What about the roll-offs? They're from the Pacific Northwest. Who? The roll-offs.
Never heard of him. Next.
I was binge watching yesterday.
Were you?
Oh, totally.
Did you hear that Tori's getting up and about and starting to walk around a
I
little
thought,
bit?
yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
What's going on here?
I'm just glad that Chris and Amy got through that rough patch. It seems like they're back on track.
I don't know if they got past the rough patch because Chris didn't go to the hospital to meet the kid.
Not love it.
We can't have our roll off moment, me and Vic.
He's not gonna let you, and I love it.
Play more of this thing. Play more of this fake news.
All right, let's go back to the imaginary.
I'm trying to think of the actress. This reminds me of she's in some of the
Looks
Mammoth
like
films.
Jake Tapper from CNN.
No, she looks like
She looks like Rebecca Pigeon.
Thank you, Doug Benson. That's exactly who I was trying to decide.
Fucking
That's
Nerd
exactly. I
Olympics
knew he would know.
I don't know who Rebecca
I almost said
Pigeon is.
state and Maine.
She's Mrs. David Mamet.
Yeah.
She's in all
Yeah.
his movies. Not that great.
Thank you, Doug. Way to go, buddy.
All right, let's
Thank
go
you.
to this. Let's go to this.
Negative, especially if you're on the losing team. So last year, we took away the notion of scoring, which meant there were no winners and there were no losers. But in many ways, we felt like it just didn't go far enough. So we've actually taken away the ball.
Throw in. Here we go. Listen, I've heard of Little League Baseball. I've heard of Little League Baseball where they don't keep score. Personally, I don't agree with that, but to each their own. But this right here is on a whole new level of ridiculousness.
She's got yes. No. Okay, here we go, baby.
No,
Baby, watch it though. My daughter's
goodbye.
It's not comedic enough to not be real.
Yeah, but the parents wouldn't be that enthusiastic on the sideline,
weird. What's
cheering for their kid as they're running after an imaginary.
I'm researching
soccer.
it.
Okay.
Well, there's no way.
It's bizarre.
It's too weird.
Because it's like why would that stop people from learning about competition? Because they're still pretending to compete.
Just okay. Instead of joining this, just cue up the McMurphy scene, in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, where he describes the ball game that they can't watch. It's the same damn thing.
That is a
Might as well just stay home and watch that over and over and over.
Breaking news: Bentley in California. My cousin played in the ballless soccer league.
Wow.
Sorry.
Well,
it's debunked.
It was my cousin.
No, here's a guy saying it's real.
Yeah,
he calls here. He's delusional like we are.
Go ahead, Bentley. It's got to be
It was
real.
my
It's a caller.
cousin's.
Chill.
It was my cousin's daughter that played, and they got it together so they could all basically learn how to work together. And it was I couldn't believe that they did it. But here's the thing: they kicked out my cousin's daughter. They kicked her off the league
Because
she was being a ball hog.
She was being too much of an actress.
Oh my God!
You fell for that.
We would have.
I blame you.
We would have practice without a ball, basketball.
Why?
I don't know.
It's just an exercise.
It was an exercise just to try to
right.
get some team movement together. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
without the
Team
ball
movement
just going everywhere because
Right.
kids are fucking.
Like you take the ball this way, you
dick.
pass to him. All right, now pass the ball in. But there was no ball
Well,
involved.
it
We went
seems
through
like
some
you
of
would
those.
add the ball to make that better and more effective.
Then we would, but to
Yeah.
I guess to focus on the actual play.
As an
they took the
exercise,
ball
I
out.
bet you a lot of people do similar things.
Right, but
You know,
not
where you
actually
pretend to have a ball.
Right.
It's fake.
I pretend I'm on your podcast all the time. I just in my apartment.
I'm pretending to have a good time.
Lewis,
I'm pretending to have a ball.
Where's the T-shirt story? So you got a college kid?
We got a TSS.
College football recruit
We
raises
got a
eyebrows
T-shirt
with racially charged T-shirt. I should just let the wheels fall off.
You should.
Yeah, I
Totally.
think I should. I just realized that.
There's only 15 minutes left.
Yeah, I just realized that. What did the T-shirt say there, Lewis?
It said, I hope I don't.
Oh, my God.
My apologies. It said, I hope I don't get killed for being black today. That's it.
That's on a T-shirt?
No,
That
I'm
was on his
talking about the
t-shirt.
T-shirt.
I was wearing that one yesterday.
Yeah.
Why is that special?
I'm talking about the T-shirt story, bro.
Why are they talking about my T-shirt, bro?
Lewis is getting married in 2 days. My God. All right.
2 days.
Where are you going on your honeymoon? You told me.
Riviera Maya, Mexico.
Oh, that's right. That's a good spot.
Oh, you're going to
Good
get
spot.
the shits.
You're going to get a wonderful experience.
You want to go to Stop Eating Fried Chicken? News story?
I'll never stop. Oh.
No. That's the headline.
Why is that a bad thing to say if someone likes fried chicken?
We've only got like 12 minutes left. Can we just get into Carl's plugs?
Please come to Maurice and chat him.
And support Chef on Instagram.
Bring cash. Please bring cash.
Look, I'm not saying I want you to get hit by a car, but if you do, it's not going to bother me.
That was pretty. I didn't know that you had a voice until they just did your voice.
I was trying to throw to your plugs, and somehow that's an insult.
That's right. He's trying to help you.
We could talk about the Blues Cruise. Wait, what's it called? Blues Cruise?
Live. That's my CD live.
Oh, you haven't
Vic Henley.
promoted that in a while.
No,
Yeah, I heard that
I just checked it the other
times.
day. I just checked it the other day. There was actually money in there. People are actually
getting
even though I didn't plug it on here.
Good for you.
If you want to hear jokes from me from 5 years ago, download live from Lou's Cruise.
Oh my God! Wait, you got to hear this, guys.
Do not let him drink the rest of that vodka.
So we're at Gotham.
Give me the rest.
And I'm gonna,
Go.
That's gone.
All right.
And I'm going to tell you why Vic Henley is truly.
There's a second bottle.
Truly,
okay, good. All right.
Truly an angry asshole.
I'm not an angry
in the best
asshole.
way possible.
I'm a loving, kind
in the
human
best way
being.
possible.
No, I'm a good person.
Marie and I are in the
Uh-oh.
corner in that little special table that they give the comedians or whatever.
Marie,
His wife.
my wife.
So
my woman.
This lady runs over me in a fat chair, the wheelchairs, but for fat people.
Yeah, the wide ones.
And
She's bigger than the scooter.
She hits my toe, and I ignore her because I don't give a fuck. And then Vic looks at her, and she gives me a face. She goes, "Excuse me." Vic goes, "That's it. She did it. First joke out. It's going to be about fucking wheelchairs."
Oh my God.
Holy fuck. And we're
That's
laughing because
awesome.
we think it's he's not going to do it.
Right.
Fucking 5 minutes of fucking wheelchair bashing.
You got wheelchair jokes?
You heard me do the
great
wheelchair
one.
thing.
Fucking great
About the
one.
dude on the bus in the wheelchair in New York City, and it's a long, involved process. You've seen me do that.
It's
part of my.
great-
It's part of my New York City transportation chunk.
Yeah. I actually did see
The
that. It was very
lady's in
funny.
the front row in her little jelly cart, and he's just fucking
hammering her.
Well, she ran over his fucking foot.
Did you acknowledge her personally? Or
No,
not really?
no. I just knew I had to get by her to get to the stage. She had her own section by then.
I mean, it was beautiful.
They were giving her a zip code 30 minutes into the show.
Would you have lost your mind if she started backing out of the club?
No, she already got off it. No, she rolled over his foot, getting to the spot where she could park her wheelchair,
Right.
and then got up off it like she didn't even need it, and walked right back down to her seat. And there was nothing wrong with her.
Wow.
There was nothing wrong with her. There was no disease. There was no. This is someone that has eaten their way onto the scooter.
Is there
She has a disease. It's called caramel.
Right.
Is there anything wrong with the ice bag?
No.
Please pass me the ice
Give
bag.
him the ice bag back. Get him the ice bag back. There's nothing wrong. The ice bag has its own scooter at this point.
Thank you. I
Ride
love
the scooter
fucking
over to the ice bag.
Oh my God! You just reach in. There might be some ice. There's a giant
I wanna
chunk
put
of
my
ice
foot-
in
I
there.
wanna put my foot in
there's
there.
A
Right
big,
here.
there's a big Titanic should look out.
Oh, there
if it's
is.
in there.
Oh, you're right. It's huge.
Oh my God! All right.
This is like playing grab bag.
All right. What do we do now? What happens
do we do
next?
now? We were gonna do the fried chicken story.
Can we do the silent game on ourselves and just go home?
Oh, well,
That would be good. Thank
Louis,
you.
you guys start the fried chicken story.
Come on, Louis. Get back in here. Help us out. We're running on fumes. No, put that away.
No!
Put that away.
Holy shit!
Put that
Bert
away.
Kreischer just
Okay,
in.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He texts me after I've told him multiple times, come do the show today or tomorrow.
Right.
He writes to me at 5:39 p.m. You still here?
Can you call him on your phone?
I'm like, well, yeah, maybe, but yeah.
Yeah, call him on your phone. It's too late now.
No,
Maybe
I'm saying
tomorrow.
come tomorrow.
Because we got another bottle of Tito's, the one I bought.
I can stay home tomorrow if he comes.
God damn, it's like, I don't even know. Like, it's like modern communication doesn't even
It's
exist.
impossible with Bert. We're kind of figuring that out, aren't we? Anyway.
It's more impossible with some other people. Like, it's an interesting thing, like being a comedian of the stature that I have. Vic can probably agree with this. Like, there's other comedians that, like, there's ones that will get back to you, there's ones that might get back to you, and there's ones that you'll never hear from again.
Absolutely.
It's so weird.
Yeah, totally.
It's so weird how we all just sort of move around, and Vic and I could be all three of those things to people.
Other
and
people.
we don't know it.
He's right.
You know what I mean?
He's
There's
completely
people
right.
like,
yes.
why doesn't Vic ever talk to me anymore?
They're like, Henley's
Well,
a fucking ghost. What fucking happened to
Yeah.
him? What Benson's a ninja. What the fuck? He disappeared. I talked to him every day for 3 months, and then fucking now it's been 7 years.
Yeah, because we all
You
just
know.
sort of
You guys
like talk to who we want to.
You guys are a strange group.
Yeah, we are. That's true. I like
Comics are a
Yeah,
strange
we're nomads,
group.
but also
Nomads.
a lot of us get married and have kids, so that also takes us out of
I feel like a lot of you don't do
communicating. No,
There's a
not,
fine mix. It's a good mix.
but
No.
there's not too much. Holy shit! Holy shit!
He's here.
Get in here, you
He's
son of a
fucking
bitch!
here.
Breaking news! Fucking
And he lost her, and you look great. You look fucking great. Look at him.
I'm an alcoholic.
Wow. Oh, Eric, you son of a bitch.
This is amazing.
Well, it would be amazing if it was an hour ago. It would have been amazing if it was an hour ago.
Well, we got 10 minutes.
We got 10 minutes with Bert Kreischer.
We got 10 minutes with Bert Kreischer. Tell the story about the Russian mob.
So when I was 22, I got involved with the Russian mafia. Here's how it happened. I went to school at Florida State. Suck it! I was going to a meeting when I got that text that you guys were all. I was going to a meeting down in Soho.
Did you see my personal video to you?
Yes, but
you went to Soho and then came all the way back?
Yeah. You have to ask me to do your show. I'm not the kind of
He did. He did.
At 30 minutes before the show started, I was already on my way to Soho. I literally was hanging out.
No, Opie
in
and
the
I have been
hallways.
texting you for a couple of days.
Oh, you don't even
I was
want to
hanging out in the
know.
hallways thinking, is anyone going to ask me to do Opie's show?
Oh my God!
There's no hallway person anymore.
I'm going to lose my mind.
Get started, Bird.
This is the best Bloody Mary. It comes out of Mississippi.
Yazoo City. Yazoo City.
Get ready.
Let's see.
It's good stuff.
Let's see what he thinks. Let's see what the professional vodka drinker
All right,
thinks.
here's the email. You can't possibly think it's okay that no one is booking the show for a while now. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have read that part. Lots of missed opportunities already. I see Bert Kreischer is in town.
Just send that to me. And I'll show up.
I did.
No, you texted me when I was on my way to Soho for a meeting. But but
a couple days ago.
Let me see if I got your.
I know, but I know.
Bro, I've been asking for days. Bert's around. Is he doing the show? We used to have a booker. Now we don't. So I got to kind of do it myself.
You just got to text me and
All
say,
right,
"Hey,
I'll text you.
Yeah, I think he's in my phone. I
Wait,
can also...
you never wrote to him in text?
No,
because that's not how it worked until very recently.
Right. Start a new habit.
Yeah, I got to start doing habits.
I've been texting you, and you respond quicker on Twitter than text.
No, so I was wondering why you were hitting me up on Twitter. I was like, why isn't he texting me? I don't really check these that often. But then I was obsessed.
Because you wouldn't respond to my text.
I would respond to your text as soon as I get it.
No, you don't.
But yeah, my biggest fear would be, no joke, I'm not even lying, sitting around after Ron.
Bennington, which is a great show and fun to do.
And hanging out and seeing you.
Great show.
And me thinking I was doing your show and you going,
oh, fuck.
And you
that
going, hey, Bert, it's good to see you. And just walking past me.
Yeah, he could do that. He's capable of that. He is. You're
Stop
right.
with that shit.
You call bullshit on that, really.
I texted you at 3.
For real.
I texted you.
Got my ass handed to me out there. I need a little help.
First of all, if we want to make this the realest last minutes of radio, it happened to me one time in my life in Montreal.
Right.
And I've never bounced back from it, so I'm always very nervous.
Who was it that did it to you?
You. That's why I didn't hang out in the fucking hallways, because it happened already in Montreal. We will talk about this off air. Let's change the subject.
No, I'd rather talk about it on air.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
I believe him.
It was the Opie and Anthony show, right?
Opie and Anthony.
So why is it my fault?
You know what
was it Anthony's fault too?
I've never really gotten to the bottom of technically whose fault it was, but I definitely know that I was invited to do the show, and then someone asked you to not invite me, and I was uninvited.
How many years ago was this?
Ouch.
A couple years ago. Still remained a fan of the show. Still never jaded me. I goes like, I get it. People have friendships and stuff, but
Sirius XM doesn't like you.
No, stop. Let's change the subject.
No, I feel bad now because we've done a lot of radio since then.
Do you think it was a blatant shining, or
what are you writing on your hand?
The person's name.
Okay. Uh-oh. We got something.
What?
We got a code or something.
I just realized you're videotaping.
No,
this.
No, that doesn't
go this
matter.
way.
One bit. You can still.
Will you stop so I can read?
This is like the worst hand ventriloquist act.
Senior Winsett.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I don't know who did it. I don't know what happened. All I know is that
you think that he was involved?
No, I know he was
with me.
But I don't know.
No,
dude, I'm not getting in the middle of this. But I would tell you that's the only reason I didn't hang out in those hallways, because I was like, it's happened before. I don't want it to happen.
Bro, he used to get mad when you were doing the show.
Nope.
I'll tell you
shit.
that much.
No shit, Opie. That's why I didn't do it in Montreal.
No, but I.
Back to square one.
No.
That's right.
We'll be back with more of no shit, Opie.
I write on my fucking hand, cuz.
No.
Cuz I'm 100%.
Oh, I got to defend myself a little bit.
No,
I heard shit from him because you were on the show.
Yes.
But I never did anything about that. Now, if it was Montreal, the only thing I could think is that
We've got 6 minutes.
those shows up there were a nightmare because all of a sudden there'd be like 20 fucking comics, and then as a radio guy, you're trying to fit everybody the fuck in. That's the only thing I could think of because I would never say no to Bert Kreischer. Because you do amazing radio.
Oh, thank you. In all fairness, I definitely wasn't like, I didn't know you the way I know you now. Like, I'd only done the show one time.
Right.
And I think my first time I did the show was pretty mediocre. I don't think it was great. I know I talked to all the people that worked here because I was such a fan of the show. I wanted to kill it. Right. And it was okay. I started off with telling the machine story the second I sat down. And everyone was like, it's so back then I was like such a fan. I was like, you can't go on here and do a bit. You just got to hang.
Right.
And I went in and did a fucking bit, and it bothered the shit out of me.
But that reminds me of a time I was at Disneyland and I went on this ride. He's been drinking since yesterday.
Oh, dude, I have been drinking hard as fuck. Like, I flew in Sunday morning to do Skanks Fest, and then started partying. Then last night, fucking Andy Devine shows up. Movie star. He shows up at the stand.
Wait.
His
100-year-old Andy Devine. Do you know who Andy Devine really is?
His Instagram.
Do you know who Andy Devine? Do you know?
Adam Devine. Yes.
But Andy Devine is a better reference if you know who that is. If you've ever seen a Western. Yes. I wish I had a pencil-thin mustache. Had an autograph of Andy Devine.
And so he showed up. Nate Bargatze, me, Big J, Joe DeRosa, just blackout drunk.
Wow. Great crowd. Sal. Great crew.
That is a good crew.
It was a great crew. And
why didn't you call me? That was a town. I've been bugging you since I got to town. Bert Kreischer, please be my friend. We both like Tito's.
If it's any consolation, I got the same text from my wife and my therapist. My therapist. My therapist is like, "Hey man, you missed therapy today," and I was like, "Oh, I was doing press." He's like, "No, that's not how it works."
Press is therapy. Press is therapy. You're talking about yourself.
He's like, "Are you drinking?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, and then my wife called immediately after. You got me fucking doing that now.
What?
Because now I say it and I hear you in my head go, "My wife."
Yeah. Always good.
You know it's Borat.
Yeah.
So what about tomorrow? You flying out?
I fly out tomorrow at 2.
Oh shit.
AM.
Well, I'm glad you came back today. That's awesome.
When you
all the way from Soho.
When are you back next? We really have a horrible booking problem because I'm so mad that you didn't do the show this week. The other side of this, I'm really mad. And I told people around here, I'm like, I know he's in town, and you're right. I should have texted you personally.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
But I'm like, what the fuck? Why isn't Bird on this show?
I was. It probably worked out for the best. I'm doing DePaulo later tonight, and I've never met Nick DePaulo, and I'm a big fan. So like, I'm trying to stay sober just so I
do well.
Man, they're booking all around.
Well, that's
you.
a good.
You're doing that in a couple minutes. We're just about out of here.
He doesn't care. He's fine.
It's a war in there.
Nick will have a drink with you. He's fine.
Oh
fuck yeah.
You coming
Nick's
back in a few weeks?
Yeah, I'll be back.
So how about do the show?
How about I would love to.
Just text Opie like I'm going to be in town, and he'll text you back. Hey,
no, not really. It'll take him 3 days maybe, but he'll get you. Depends on how.
This fucking guy. He'll do it right away.
It took him fucking 2 days. I had to beat him up the other day because I was trying. He was answering me specifically about a lot of stuff, and I'm like, okay, now how about this one part? How about this? The initial question.
There's the music already.
That is the music. Well, Bert, you made it in here.
Bert, tell the Russian mob story in 1 minute.
I went to school. I met studied abroad. I didn't know Russia real good. I met one mob. They were cool in St. Petersburg. Got on a train. Met another mob. Robbed my class. Robbed the teacher. Spit vodka in her face. Cop shows up. He's like, "What's up, son? I heard you the machine." I was like, "Fuck yeah." He's like, "Suck that dick, bitch. We'll fucking do it."
And that's how it went.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I went in 1 minute.
You know you can talk that fast.
By the way, best moment of my life. I'm sitting on the street in the village with Ronnie B. And who I idolized as a kid growing up, still idolize to this day.
Yeah.
Kid walks by and goes, "Oh shit, the machine!" And I was like, "I'm getting rich recognize in front of Ronnie.
Doug Benson, we're going to run out of...
JugglersMovies.com.
Yeah, please, that's it?
Yeah,
Carl, thank you for the sandwiches and everything else.
You got it.
Marie's Italian specialties.
Whatever, let Bert talk. I'm
Shut up, sell some sandwiches.
I'm fine.
All right, Bert Kreischer.
I got a pilot coming out with Bill Burr and Tom Segura that Carl fucking processed for us. Thank you, brother.
Got it, brother.
Yeah?
Right.
Good for you, buddy. Vic Henley.
Listen to DougLovesMovies.com. Listen to DougLovesMovies.com.
Blues Cruise.
The machine is here, fat fucks.
Yeah,
Right at the end of
download
the
live
show.
from Blues Cruise if you want.
Vic and I will be back tomorrow.
Yes.
And Bert, it was a misunderstanding. I guarantee it
I'll
was.
hit you up. I'll text you next time.
Misunderstanding.
No, a misunderstanding about
Didn't understand.
Montreal. I know it had to be some kind of misunderstanding. I would never say no to Bert Kreischer. I've said no to other people, though. so it's not too far-fetched, but not you.
Well,
All right. We're out. We'll see you tomorrow. Doug Benson will be back. Bye.